Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Fri-Yay night, and I am Carol, your host for South Florida Sunshine. I appreciate you coming in. Tonight, we're going to talk about exactly why we are planting that plant. Many people are getting ready to do some gardening, but they need to maybe focus on too. Do they actually need to put that in their garden? Do they need it for something? Or is it just for fun and that's okay too? But it gives us an idea too of what we're going to use it for. Do we need a different variety? Do we need to do a little more research on that? For me, a lot of what I plant is tropicals, so I don't have to bother with the annual, like every single year, having to replant it. I like plants that plant themselves, like bananas, how they will continue to throw up pups. I have pineapple that I'm going to be hopefully getting pups from too. Hey, God's desire for me. Welcome in. And I want to thank to Wiley Living, who was the first one in here tonight. And then, of course, Storms, Radios, and Cats, and Trish Wiley. Thank you so much. And Duncan 1900 Homestead. Hey, girl, what's up? Thank you. Appreciate the share. Yeah, it helps when you share me out because I get buried a little bit. And I think, too, like, I may say some things, even pray on some streams and get a little shadow banned for that. YouTube, you never know what they are deciding to sit on, as far as channels and what's allowed and what's not allowed. It kind of changes all the time. But tonight I thought we could just talk about why we are. Oh, awesome. That's great. God's desire for me. Yeah, our crocheter who's in the background had to go lay down. She hadn't been getting any rest, she said. So she let me know she was headed to bed. That's Miss Passamaquoddy. We miss you, lady, but I totally understand, and I hope you're getting rest right now. I was looking at my garden, and it came through also some other lives where other members were just talking about what they were planting and the reasons why they were planting them when we were discussing, like, what's one plant we absolutely, were excited about to plant this year, and then what's one we would never plant again because of whatever reason, and then finding out what those reasons were from one another. I know some people said they wouldn't plant cucamelons again because it was just, so much vine. And even though they enjoyed the small, little cucamelons, I was like, they could do a lemon cucumber or something else with more to it for the space. I haven't gone and planted them because I don't have a lot of space for tons of vines. And so I've held off on that one. I might eventually plant it. I kind of want to plant just for fun the horned melon, but still, like, not a lot of places to do all kinds of vines. And down here in South Florida, vining plants can get very invasive and just kind of have a mind of their own and take off if you're not watching them because we get the tropical rains. Oh, Trish just said, I'll put that up. Yeah, we do get our requests too from family members sometimes. That's awesome. I have a hard time down here with cantaloupe. It just loves to get a lovely blight and die. And like blight and then it's crispy like the next day. It's really bad. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, welcome in, sir. Captain. Why Captain? If you're in good standing with Shed Wars from last year, you were able to start your Shed Wars 24. I haven't yet because I haven't been able to get into my yard that often to film anything, let alone plant anything new or talk about doing a whole season. Things have been quite weird this year with, the growing season. I don't know what year is not weird, but with my son, I risk when I take him out, him pulling up something else. That's the also good thing about looking at other bananas is he can't yank a banana out so easily, except for when it's a newly planted pup. They're kind of, a lot more difficult with that corm underneath them. And, established fruit trees, a lot more difficult. But he did pull out my mulberry. That is one thing that I plant because I cannot grow blackberries down here so well, like you guys can, and how it becomes invasive for you. Mulberries can somewhat become invasive. All we have to do is take a cutting and stick it in the ground down here, and they just root really well in our sandy soil. But they do so well, and it's without the thorns. The problem is they came up with a thornless variety of black berries, and I killed one already. So I don't know. I'm a little gun shy of trying it again. We'll see. Maybe down the road I might. But the antioxidant quality on anything that is dark purple like that is tremendous. So good for us. It has the anthocyanins, which are really anti-inflammatory, and that's a common theme in my garden too. Is trying to plant things that are anti-inflammatory. Mangoes can be anti-inflammatory, but I probably partake in too many of them. Thankfully, I think my husband's very glad I didn't get a mature tree when we, moved in. And also some of the mature trees, okay, Duncan, some of the mature trees that are in our neighborhood are not the greatest mangoes. I do believe there's one neighbor who planted, I think it's a Kerry mango that is delicious. It's like a low fiber mango. Oh, it's so yum. And I missed out on, they went actually out of the States, and I could have gotten more mangoes. I picked one up that had dropped just to see what they had when we were walking, because their yard is open to the back where our canal is, where we were walking. And I told them, like, because they came up to our front door to ask my husband a question, because he works for a lawn and ornamental company. And I said, I even confessed to him right then. I'm like, I haven't seen you, but I wanted to let you know I took one of your mangoes. It was a drop, and I just wanted to see what type of mango you had. And, I would even buy them off you. Oh, and that's when they were like, oh, no, that's fine. We weren't even here. And I'm like, they had a huge tree full of mangoes. I wish like I would have, yeah. So this year I need to go and visit them before they decide to go leaving during mango season if they do that again. So, maybe I can get a bushel of them, because you can freeze them. Like that's what I'll do. I cut them up and I'll freeze them, and they're great beta carotene, vitamin A. That's why I have the one mango tree that I have. It's a citrus substitute because my daughter can't handle the citrus pollen in our, around our house. And what's so unusual is God timed it perfectly for when we bought this place, because across our canal used to be a huge citrus grove. And sadly, it's no longer, because they built houses. They sold that land and built houses on it. But the citrus grove too was getting crowded out by other um, housing places, like developments, and elementary school. I think they saw the writing on the wall, and they started to, I think, move out and sell the land, or at least put it up for sale. And then sure enough, it was built on. By the time we moved into this house, that development was already booming, and it was still new though, because I went over and we looked at the houses that they were building. Gorgeous, but no yard. I have no yard. I have a postage stamp. Theirs are even smaller over there, and way more for the HOA, which they don't have any more than we have in ours. Like we have a community pool. Oh, they do have a gate, which everybody breaks, because we had the same type of gate down in when I lived down in Margate, Coconut Creek in Broward County. It's the type that just goes wah, and they drive right through it because there's not much to it. People just, they're crazy. Like I wouldn't do that with my car. Anyway, so mulberries, antioxidants, great substitute for other berries like blackberries for us. And I do have blueberry plant. We'll see how well it comes back. It kind of got a hard hit when we had cold temperatures and dry temperatures. So we'll see. That's the one, though, that I don't know what it is. My other blueberry plant was, sadly, it wasn't doing well, and I moved it because it was dry. I watered it, and I moved it, not knowing that I moved it right next to one of my husband's sprinklers. And it was inside of a pot that didn't drain. Like the draining pot was inside of a pot that didn't drain, and I didn't realize that, and kind of drowned. But I pulled it out, planted it in our soil, and we'll see what happens. So those are the kind of things like that I was wondering if you knew about what you're planting in your garden, Is it, because you use it for sauce? Is it because you like it fresh cut during the summer? Um, is it because it stores well on the shelf? Like I know Diva, who's away, and that's why she's not my co-host tonight. She's on a little vacay. Um, she was talking about, her shelf stable squash and how they still had some and things like that. Like what's going to be shelf stable too that you're growing, and does that matter to you? Like, or do you can everything? Is it for canning? So it's those kind of things, but also dietary. Is it something that you could find a better variety that would give you more benefit if you're canning it? That has a denser profile for vitamins and minerals. Things like that, just to get our brains going, thinking about, yeah, we want to plant those things, but then maybe not this year, or maybe this year we plant a different variety that might be more uh, shelf stable, like a squash that would be more shelf stable, that would be similar. I know some people love that's awesome, God's desire for me. There's also people who are natural planners, and we have Shawnee who comes in, and she was the one who really was talking about, like, I'm planning this type of beet for grilling and this type of beet for something else. And, she knew her varieties and what she liked to do with them. And I was like, wow, like that is the most in depth I've ever heard somebody talk about what they're planning and why they're doing it. So could you give us an example? I know you're crocheting, but could you give us an example of one that maybe you're excited about and why you're excited about to grow it, when you can type in again God's desire for me? Because I would love to be like a super awesome planner, but I am not a super awesome planner. Can I teach about planning? Sure. Um, I can do a PowerPoint presentation. Not now because I have an Apple and I have to figure out how to do it through Google. I think it's Google Slides that StreamYard does. Hey, the Budfells, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. And if you haven't, please hit the like so YouTube shares me out. I appreciate my friends that have shared me out. It is hard in the YouTube streets. And then you're seeing more and more people that hop on Fridays that weren't on Fridays before. So it's getting like great for you guys who are just, viewing and you have more choices, but harder for us who are doing our lives or have been doing Fri-Yays for quite a while. The other thing that I was looking at too is your fruit trees. Are you growing certain fruit trees to offset, any fruit costs at the store, or for also canning, for pie fillings, for jams? Welcome back, Duncan. Want to keep it simple this year and just grow what's needed and not multiple varieties. Okay, except for a few things for seeds. And that's a reason too. Seed saving right there. Like maybe you have some varieties that the seeds are getting old and you need to get them in the ground and see if you can, get some fresh seed off of them. Although seeds seem to last. Seems they really do. Okay, here we go. Super sauce tomatoes for canning. Different fruits for preserving, jelly, jams, etc. Potatoes, onion, garlic, squash, long term. Awesome. Yeah, I've got to get on the garlic train because we really like garlic here. But yeah, I haven't tried to grow it because things that bulb up are kind of difficult for me because I'm still relatively new to annual gardening. Hey, the best life. Good to see you too. I know I've got to like do my other channel. I kept the fishes channel, but you just don't see it. I still have it. Yeah, definitely some for seed saving. Yeah, you have to. How you doing this year, Billy, with your garden? You guys, I don't know when your last frost date is up there. Yeah. I like pickled beets. I like pickled beets. Oops. Have you ever pickled them with you pickle them with garlic, the greens, and the beets? And it's but it's like an olive oil pickle. I actually it was a Greek guy who took me to prom when I was in high school. They would keep it in jars, and they probably somehow, canned it up, but she would make this, it's like a salad, and they would put it in the fridge. Oh, thank you. That's from Peddler's Village, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Duncan. Yeah, it's one that was actually thrown on the wheel, and I have a couple of them. It's funny because I knew which one. I can't get that to stay in place. I knew which one was my dad's because here on the handle it has like little ingrown, like not ingrown, it's in the actual worn into the actual handle. His dirt, like dad was known for like his little garden hands and not always doing the best job at washing them. I need different squash varieties for storage and seeds, green beans and purple hull for canning, and peppers, sweet and hot for preserving as well. Need to focus on raised beds for future gardening. Yeah, I haven't done the purple hull yet. Do they stay purple, that type, when you're canning them? Yeah. I know people say that. Some people say that. I kind of, I put it aside for a while because it kind of was hard. That was a hard season. Cool. Wait, what? You're moving? Huh? You're moving? Where are you moving? Are you moving back to your old state? Beans for canning. Okra. Oh, you just said the okra word. I've never had pickled okra. Maybe it would be good pickled. I've never had it pickled. I think I've tried it fried. It was the corn meal frying, and I've had it raw because I thought for digestion I would try it raw. That was the biggest mistake. If you're not a huge fan of okra, don't ever bite into raw okra. Don't do it. Because if you're not a fan of the mucilage that's in okra and when it's fixed, in other ways, all that mucilage is unmessed with until it hits your mouth. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Some peppers. I would love to do some hotter peppers, but my kid would possibly, get a hold of it. Oh, okay. Oh, a new state. Ooh. So it's all going to be a mystery until it's not a mystery. Okay. Well, I won't try and, pull that out of you. I keep looking, but there's no, yeah, it's just not working out. Like I keep looking and it's just not working out. Because with my son needing to be homeschooled right now, the statutes are different in each state, but most of the southern states are like, oh yeah, we want to standardize test your ESC son, and I'm not into that. I don't think kids who can't even write their name should be sitting at a standardized test, even if they're given special, you know, people are reading it to them. No, it's just no, not really, but tastes so much better than store-bought kind. Oh, okay. Deadly to eat. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I this is gonna sound. I actually the one canned vegetable that I do enjoy is canned green beans, and the only way I like them when they're fresh is roasted with bacon wrapped around them. Or no, I take that back too. I also like them when they're roasted in the oven with potatoes and onions and like kibasi. I can eat it like that too. It's got to have some kind of like pork fat. I don't know why. It's either pork fat or it's in the can. But yeah, I like to do those one tray dinners where you just, slice and a good quality kibasi because, there's all kinds of mystery things in those sausages. It's funny because I've been buying good quality sausage to make for dinner, here and there. We don't have it a lot, but once in a while we'll have it. And I like broiling them or I like slicing them and like pan frying them so they get that caramelization to them. And my husband was like, he bought the, I don't know if it was Eckerd, I forget the brand, but it was like one of those turkey sausages that we used to buy when we were first married, and even after that. And he's like, this doesn't taste like the way I remember it tasting. Like it just, ew. I don't. I'm like, yeah, that's the difference between, it's hard to go back from this good quality sausage to that because that's not the best. That's like a chemical laden sausage that you just bought while you cook green beans. Yeah, it seems like it, right, Duncan? Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it. Oh, okay. So there you go. That would hit two for me because I like bacon with green beans. I like that flavor, those flavor. But I've never had. I don't think I've ever had the purple whole peas before. I've grown like the snow peas. I like those. Like especially when we have our cooler weather. They're up and growing and doing well. But we've just been having not a lot of cool weather, and so I didn't get that huge break in there to get out there and get them in so they would be up for the cooler weather. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do black eyed peas. I don't think I digest them well. I wish I did because everybody well, for our family, because we're German, we would do the lentils. Like first of the year, a lot of people would do black eyed peas, like for New Year's, and a lot of other families do lentils. And my mom would always make lentil soup with the Christmas ham bones, and that was like a tradition. So she would have, the Christmas ham would be the bones with, meat on, of course, still attached. So you would have the meat in there. Oh, and then you would have the added, benefit of frankfurters sliced in there too. Not to mention what was it? I think it was the salted pork that you use first. So it's like pork upon pork upon pork soup with lentils. It was good stuff, though. Our lentil soup was really good. Yeah, I've never grown them. I wonder what they would be like to grow. Hmm, I might have to try. We did have the cowpeas come up right from like the Goya package before, which was, blew my mind that you could just go and you can buy like the beans and some of the other things from the store, like the dried peas and the beans, and you can dry those. And there you've got, bulk right there, bulk seeds if they sprout and do well. Right now on my counter, I have passion vine seeds or passion flower, passion fruit seeds, chitting. They're folded up in a wet paper towel just to see if they'll sprout because it was from a commercial passion fruit that I had bought at like a, Whole Foods type store. Oh, hi. How are you, sir? Hi, Sean Meckham. Good to see you. Yeah, those are the Maypop. I have the purple passion. Um, it's a different variety, but I want the Maypop. The Maypop is supposed to be the one that you can make the good tea out of, and I'm not sure if the purple passion you can make the tea from the leaves and everything. I think the Maypop you can use pretty much all of it. Yeah, I like the lentils falling apart. Like it makes a nice thick soup. Like the next day, the lentil soup was always so much better and rich. It was funny because I had gotten my mom some lentil soup and some pea soup from Amy's because her lentil. Hey, how are you, Shawnee Shea? Welcome in. And I was saying like, this kind of tastes similar to yours. And then I got the pea soup too from them because the lentil was so good. So we would just have some soups that tasted more homemade. And the pea soup was so runny compared to the lentil soup, Duncan. Oh, are you getting ready for what was that? For David's thing? Or what are you up to so they don't get mixed with other people's tools? What are you up to, Mr. Sean Meckham? Hey, it's the Marshmallow Man. Oh, that's good. I don't know when he started on Friday, but thanks for that info, Kaylin. Appreciate it. Hey, Beth Schuler, welcome in. Um, so anyway, if you read what we were talking about, it was more about like why you're planting what you're planting in your garden. And God's desire for me gave her reasons why she's planning certain things, including canning, including, some long term storage, uh, jam making, jelly making, all those sorts of awesome things. But even certain varieties. Yeah, that must be a new thing, Kaylin. I don't want that in here, but thanks. I'm not shouting him out. Thank you. Um, Let me see. For a living, but oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. It's okay. Hey, MT Living and Cooking. Welcome in. That's wonderful, Sean. I was just actually watching a interview uh, from another YouTuber who also does rescuing of children and child trafficking, him and his friends and acquaintances. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah. Make sure that you keep all your tools. Exactly. I'd be like, right. I would get that Sharpie, Sean, that they have that's actually, I want to get one for writing on my plant labels that's weatherproof and would be writing directly on them, not just tape. Oh, get out of here. That's incredible. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I am so happy to hear that. I'll continue to pray for her. How scary that must have been for you all. And for her. And for her. I'm getting close. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you guys don't know about Bachelor, she's in the artsy fartsy corner of YouTube and she does a lot of really cool things on her channel. And if you like arts and crafts, and she does like all kinds of books where she does challenges and will do the challenge, and you can even join in and, kind of do the challenge too. It's really, she does some great stuff, and she's always got these beautiful hands with pretty fingernails and such a sweet voice. Go ahead and check her out. What's up, Witchcraft family? Welcome in. Paint marker and spray paint. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. That'll keep it. I'm trying not to, I'm not going to talk about it. I said I saw this video and I shouldn't have watched it before going live, but I appreciate the person. Yeah. Yeah, you can get them off of Amazon. I saw them on Amazon. Sharpie makes it. It's a oil-based marker. You don't have to buy them through anybody else. Or you can even possibly find them at Michael's or Walmart. Yeah, there you go. You know what you're doing. Multiple ways to mark them. Oh, wow. 5 years. That's awesome. Congratulations. Right? You gave me that idea, and I even told them that because you blew us away with how in depth you studied what you're going to plant. The diva, I miss you. So, did you lay on any buffet tables today? Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Dónde es? Mexico. So good to see you. Get out of here. That's hilarious. Wait a minute. That is too funny. They paint the pink and sparkly with rainbows to keep other guys from dating. That's hilarious. No way. No, no laying on the tables. Okay. I have seen sage growing. I believe you can. I have not grown it from seed. I've grown it from a start and it did okay, but it gets so hot here. I'm not sure how well it survives. I Sage is so like it's one you can't really can with, and I only use sage I want to say for poultry or turkey, and mostly I should start making sure I could grow it though, Beth, because it is in poultry seasoning. I should start. GT, what's up? GT Junior grows in Alaska. I thought of you today after I said that about the seeds. I hope you know that wasn't referring to you at all. I totally miss you, Diva. So can you just come in the side chat now? You can't. Can you come up or no? You can't do that. She's just got so much going on. She's still on the left coast. True. That's yeah. I think what happened is mine just died on me, and I didn't really. I was like, oh well, it's gone because I had bought it as a start. Woo! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna throw this out for Diva and Dirt, my co-host with the mostest. Hold on. And Shawnee, when things settle down, you're welcome up on Diva or my live stream to just talk about that seed cycling or even talk about your garden. Okay. This should be okay. No, oh wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't know you were an hour closer time zone. The pink doesn't. Oh no, the pink doesn't work on her hubby. He still gets into the tool. My daughter actually has a set Duncan that she got that's all pink. Mine are from my dad, so there's no pink. I wanted one of those pink sets though. I thought they were adorable. I should just paint some of my stuff pink. Then people would know when my husband's outside that it was given to me. It's mama's tools. Okay, so hopefully that link works. I hope she's got good reception where she's at. I think M&T appreciate you coming in. I've got you open to go and check you out later. To have to save seed. Yes, that too. Oops, what you just said. We're going to. Yeah, that whole thing with the tomato situation with Baker Creek was pretty scary. Really. Try not to make it scary. I think just, oh, cool. You're from North Florida. Awesome. So probably you guys could grow sage and things like that. Oh, here she is, Miss Party Girl herself. Miss Demon the Day.
Hello.
Hey, almost homesteading. Welcome in.
Oh, hey, almost homesteading. I think I can't see I don't think I can see the side chat when I'm on my iPad.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's weird that way. Sometimes
Yeah,
you'll see it, but it's like see-through too, so you'll just see like random pop-up.
right. I'm gonna just try to press it. Yeah, see now it doesn't show me. Get rid of that.
Well, I'll put them up on screen with us. Can you see our screen? So,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
All right.
Hola, hola. ¿Cómo
Hola.
está?
You look relaxed and very, very happy. You usually look happy, but you look very relaxed and happy. Happy.
Yes, my sister-in-law, she has this ability. I don't know what it is about her presence, but Mexico is fabulous.
Mm,
She has an ability to make me sleep. Like we both,
just
and
rest.
I got her to admit it to me tonight too, that because I go, when she's with me, like we will sleep 7 hours, both of us, and we're both like you, up till
Yeah.
2, and then dragging ourselves through the day. Both of us, it's like it gets to 11 o'clock, and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't stay awake, and we sleep. We sleep. So I keep
Yeah.
saying, you know what? I'm going to say to my brother-in-law, you need to let her go, and she needs to move in with me.
She needs to come in with you.
I need her. I need her to. She needs me to sleep.
Chi says your hair looks like you're fun.
Yes, yeah. We decided just to in
I
this
love it.
humidity. In this humidity, curly is far better for me to go than
Mhm.
to try to do anything else, or it goes up in a bun.
I like it. Yeah.
Thanks, thanks.
Yeah, they did. I thought so too. I agree. I think they might have. Mhm. Yeah. I
So
don't know.
is that starting to come out more?
I don't know. We'll kind of find out more and more.
Oh, or is it that reason?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is that reason. That was
Aha.
yeah. Yep. Doesn't she have gorgeous curls? I know.
Aw, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that sounds nice for a whole month, Kaylin. Really nice. Really nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm wondering, GT, because people even in our chat were saying that it's not legal. Morgan from Threads and Jars was saying it's not legal for us to do that. So I'm going to leave this one up. Yes, I agree. Gorgeous curls. Well, my hair's long. I'm a curly girl, but it never forms like such pretty curls like yours, like the tight
Mm,
ones.
mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay, Kaylin. So it was like study abroad. Yeah, I didn't find out about that until I was engaged. So I was kind of bummed that I found out like I wasn't about to study abroad and be engaged. I was like, okay, yeah, that's not going to work. So darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Darn
So
it, darn it.
how are you, lovely?
I am okay. We had a good live this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think it went well. We had lots to talk about.
That's always good.
Yes. Well, we were talking about dietary things and how, yes, I
Ooh.
went off the keto, but how diets are it's so confusing. If you come to YouTube and you want information, you're getting hammered on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Like the vegetarians and the vegans are like, we've got the answers. And then the carnivores and the ketos are, we've got the answers. And then you've
No.
got the doctors who are in the middle with like, just stick to sad or do sad, but do it like moderately, just,
What is sad? That's a new
the
one to me.
standard American diet. It's not
Oh,
new to us.
no. No, 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 no.
Yes. Wait, what happened with tomato? Oh, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Baker Creek has sold a GMO, offered up a GMO seed. It's almost homesteading. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it an adult-like beverage? Storms wants to know.
Okay. So this is just called a little bit of magic.
A little bit of magic.
Little bit of magic. So so there is this wonderful liqueur called Liquor 43. And the first time I ever had it, and it's an amber color.
Mhm.
And they would call them mini beers. And so you'd get a little bit of Liquor 43, and then they would top it with whipping cream. And so it would look like the foam of a beer. And these were
Mm.
these lovely little shots that we would have in when we were in Cancun years ago. They didn't have it at this resort when I was here last. Now they do. But do they make mini beers? No, they don't. So
Mm.
so then what I do is I just say a few shots of liquor 43 in here with some cream. But today we actually had them blend it, and it's just like a vanilla ice cream with a little kick. So
Mm.
tonight I didn't have them. We didn't have actually ask them to blend it. We just did
That sounds like that. What's that stuff they make for Christmas? The it's that starts with a C. Uh,
Carolinas,
no,
Kahlua.
no. It's actually specific, like Spanish.
Oh,
Community.
liqueur. Okay.
It's a liqueur, but it's milk. It's got like I think coconut milk in it, and
Yeah.
I think it's rum based though. I think it's a rum
Yeah,
based.
yeah. So this liqueur, I don't know. I bought some. I've had a bottle in my house for like 10 years or something like that. Not 10, no, maybe like 6 years. We bought a couple of them. We were making mini beers for the family, but I still have another bottle. And so then this has just been a very easy drink to go down. So it's just I'm having a glass of milk storms is what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
it's just milk for sleeping. It's just
Just
milk to help
just
you go to
just
sleep.
just chilled milk.
Yeah, I agree with you, GT. Something is just not making sense
No.
with that. Yeah, yeah, yep. That was them. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Lots of things. And the sad thing is that we can't believe everything that we unless you're talking to them specifically.
I didn't know that. I knew that like the diets would be weird in the end times, but I didn't know the forbidding of meats was a sign.
Mm.
Yep, definitely. With we had meat eating disciples. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Well, and back to the diet thing, I know for myself, like when I have been on certain diets, I think it has to do with your genetics. It has to do with how you were raised and things like that. Like there's like a lot of aspects to it.
Mhm.
But it's like if I stuck to a diet for 30 days, I'll have success. Then after that, my body adjusts and goes, "You're starving us. We're not going to do things." So, like what you were saying, I'm taking the weekend off.
Yeah.
Um, that helps your body to go, "No, no, no, we're not starving you. We're not taking away all those things."
Yeah,
Oh,
I won't be buying from them then if they
no.
force that. Mm-mm. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know because we just recently had two males that my husband, one was at work. He knew for 25 years, only 41, died in his sleep. Looks like, might be related to that. Uh-oh. I stopped moving. The other was his barber, who was only 34, died of a massive heart attack. And yeah, the juice might be part of that.
Mm,
Yeah, it is sad. Oh, Irish cream and milk. I don't think I've had those two together. I've
yeah.
had it in coffee, the Irish
Hmm.
cream.
I can't have Irish cream because it has some sort of nut in it. So this
That's
is
right.
this is something like I can't have yeah, I can't have Irish cream. I can't have like or Bailey's, which is the same thing. So I have to watch that.
That's an interesting. I've never heard that verse before. First Timothy for Henrietta. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I'm not getting you to quote scripture anymore on this channel, Sean.
First Timothy Henrietta for Henrietta. That's
Oh my
interesting.
gosh, I heard a snort. That's too funny.
Mhm.
Yes, it does. Eating seasonally helps. You're right. Yep. Yeah.
Exactly.
Eating seasonally does.
Exactly.
Yeah. And in
Exactly.
fact, I was going to buy that. There's even a poster that shows you like your seasonal foods, like when they come in. And we've gotten so out of that habit from getting things from everywhere that we've become detached from our
Hmm.
food and the
Hmm.
seasons of those
Yeah.
foods coming
Well,
in.
there's people that like when I first moved to the island, it was like the 4 mile diet. So it's like whatever could be grown within the 4 mile radius, you
Oh,
could eat those things. So unfortunately, you go, yeah, can't have avocados because we can't grow avocados on the island. Uh,
really? There's
yeah,
not a cold hardy avocado you guys can grow?
not that I've ever heard of.
I bet I'll find you one, and then you will
I
grow avocados.
well, I do have an avocado in my studio, so
Mm.
I will eventually grow an avocado.
Is it from a seed?
Hmm.
It'll be your avocado because they don't grow true to seed.
Will it grow avocados then?
It'll grow an avocado. It just won't grow true to that avocado that you had.
Okay.
So it should, I'm pretty sure it will grow an avocado because we did the same thing. We brought an avocado seed from California. My father did. I guess, drove it here. I don't remember. And planted it in our backyard. And it
Neat.
grew avocados, and they did look very similar to the Mexican Hass, but we never got any because the squirrels, they were so concerned about our health. They would take bites out of each one to make sure they weren't poisoned and then throw them down and say, "You can have it. It's okay." Those nice squirrels. Every
Nice squirrel.
single avocado.
Nice
Yeah.
squirrel. Yeah.
Yeah. They were just poison testing. I brought it to the people, but they're okay.
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, well, that was what oh, grandma is all I can think of her channel. My Renaissance grandma said it's kind of an open secret that these seeds aren't all grown here. So it's something that we also, yeah, we need to be saving our seeds. I
Yeah.
forget what zone you're in, almost homesteading. Diva's closer to my zone. I'm not sure what zone, honey, you're in. I forgot. Raise your food. You'll have to eat. Yes, exactly. You'll have to eat in season, or you're canning it, and it's still not going to be fresh in season. But
No.
it doesn't all go for you. I remember the guy when he referenced scripture. Oh, Henrietta. Okay. So it always ended in Henrietta.
That's cute.
I just want a better time. Portion control. Yeah, yeah, portion control does. Yeah, that's what we talked about today was people
Ooh.
don't realize really what portion control is, and I wasn't doing that when I did the keto. I was like, well, I'm not eating carbs and I'm not eating this. Well, but I was loading up on cheese and dairy stuff, and yeah, it's still
Right.
calories in, and I'm supporting, the size of the person I want to be, not, and that person doesn't need to be, 20 pounds heavier than I am now.
Hmm. That's a really good that's a little like for me right there where you go, I want to eat at the portion of this to the person I want to be as
Yeah,
opposed to
but you don't wanna take it past, like, maybe a 10-pound
no, no,
difference
no, no.
because you'll, like, kill yourself at the side.
Absolutely.
Like, you will have no energy whatsoever,
Absolutely.
and that's what we
Absolutely.
talked about too. Oh, 6B? I'll look. I'll do some investigating, but that's kinda higher for an avocado
Yeah.
than, but if you have a
I
greenhouse, almost homesteading, anything is possible.
exactly. Because it's
Greenhouse,
like I wouldn't be able to keep my avocado out. Like my avocado comes in for the winter
yeah.
and stays out for the summer, in for the winter. So that's what I've got going on. I wouldn't dare try to leave my avocado out in through the winter in on Vancouver Island. No,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that okay, maybe what about pistachios have commercials now? So maybe not their brand of pistachios. Avocados have
Yeah,
commercials too. From Mexico, but they're from Mexico, so we can
right.
grow
Yeah.
them here. Oh, it's okay, Q. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, nice. She's
Okay,
yeah.
I
Thank
got
you.
it. That's
That's
fine.
kind of
Thank
you.
you. Could eat the portions you should. And if still hungry, still eat celery to fill up or something else. Yeah, you could eat something else, low calorie
And
and
gross.
gross. Mhm. Yeah, that's so motivating. You should be a diet motivator almost, homesteading.
If you're still hungry, you could eat something that's, good,
Yeah,
good for you or gross. Like
yeah, that's loaded with fiber and kinda gross. Like, just take handfuls of psyllium and lick them out of your hand,
yeah.
and you'll
I
be
s-
pooping for days too.
I watched this I think you can grow avocados in your house like a decorative plant. Yes, you can. But I think you do, again, want them to be in a window where they would get lots and lots
Yeah.
of
They need to be
sunshine.
warm. They're a
Yes.
tropical plant, so they need
Yes.
to be the soil
Yeah.
needs to be warm.
Yeah. So I saw a
You have
oh
to increase your intake of what to lose weight? Oh, crap. Who are you?
oh I'm sorry.
No, I don't know how. I've got it on members
Well,
only. I mean,
maybe
subscribers only.
maybe you should go and
Yeah.
delete the
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
That's probably somebody I
So
know.
I watched this TikTok this morning of this woman who was saying, um, there I guess there's a commercial. I have not seen the commercial, so don't quote me on this. But the commercial is because of the price of things.
Mhm.
Um, you know, tonight we're going to give chicken a night off, and we're just going to eat cereal by um, the company after the letter J,
Okay.
because they do
Yep.
have a cereal that starts with that letter.
Yes.
Um, yeah, and
Got it.
so this company is saying, hey, why don't you let chicken take the day off, the night off, and just have right the sugary flakes because the
Yeah.
things are so expensive. But here is the kicker: was that they just increased their prices by 25%. So this woman, in her little magical rant, she said, so what I want all of us to do is, you know, especially for those of us that are in this, you know, we're a little on the poorer side, it's like
Mhm.
for the next 3 months, starting April 1st, stop buying all the letter after J, all their products. Go and
Mhm.
look and see what their products are. And we go and you go, we're gonna have a 3 month famine so that you know, and it's like she said, go if you have to eat those kinds of things, go and eat go and eat the kinds that are the generic brand. But I go, what's the generic brand? Is it still owned by them, or you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was a very profound thing. And she said, and so we're going to do it for 3 months, and then we're going to pick someone else. And she said, I'm going to keep, you know, throwing these out there to say, stop buying from them because there's no reason for them to increase the prices like they are. And
Well,
then to actually go, hey,
sorry. It is the weekend. Yeah.
it is the weekend.
Yeah. Yes, vote with your dollars. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We weren't saying the word Q because maybe you want to, I don't know. We were trying
Well, I
not to
don't
say it,
know. I
but
don't.
I think it's okay in the side chat.
Yeah. So I can't see the side chat. So well,
Yeah.
I guess I could have it on my phone. Vote with your dollars. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Oh, Laura, you're welcome up I didn't know you were still here, honey. I'm sorry. I don't know. I had a brain fart.
I'm just gonna put it up here so I can actually see.
I'm going to
Oops.
drop you.
No,
I'm
that
going to
was
drop it and then I'm going to take it away because I've had,
you grab it and you grab it and you go.
you know, grab it and come up. Sorry about what? Kaylin, I don't understand. You didn't do anything.
I just have to find you here.
Unless that was you and you were the troll that just came up behind me. And I banned. I don't think so because I banned you and you wouldn't be able to say that.
I'm on
Duncan,
the
you got to
phone.
tell me, how do
Oh,
you like get to that point where you have to increase your food intake in order to lose weight?
there. Now I can see the chat.
There she is. Come on in.
Hey,
Oh,
Laura.
you didn't have any
Hi.
inappropriate words, young lady.
Oh, look at your pretty hair too.
Yeah.
We're
This
all
is
having a
I
pretty hair
just brushed
day.
my hair because I was sleeping.
I know you always are. You always come up when you're like, "Hey, I was sleeping. I can't sleep. I'll get on. I'll go see. You know what's Carol doing in the middle of the night?"
Yeah,
All
yeah,
the
that's
things.
because I usually am in bed at like 7:30.
I know. And I told her, I said, you were on vacation. I said, I don't know who will co-host with me. She's like, I'll stay up. And there's Diva.
Yeah.
She's like, I made it in from Mexico.
Right.
But now I
Right.
feel doubly loved.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was
No, it's funny
Yeah.
because I set an alarm and then it went off, and then I'm like, oh, I'm trying to keep it quiet, and then
Oh,
the
did
dogs are
you?
sleeping in the living room, so I'm tiptoeing by, and I think they heard me.
Oh, Laura, thank you. Yeah, you're so good. If it's like you're too tired, just let me know.
Oh, okay. I took
Okay.
a nap and I had coffee earlier. But
And Laura is looking for people who garden and would like to be interviewed on her channel. She
yes.
interviewed me. You can see my interview. She is not like a hard hitter to where, you're going to have to be like, I need to contact my lawyer to answer that question.
No,
We're
I'll,
gonna have a
I'll
very, very
respect
good
your
time.
no.
Huh?
I'll respect
yes.
your
There you go.
I do ask some hard questions. Well, on my
Yeah, no, I meant like, they're not going to tear you
Right.
apart on
no,
there.
it's not like when I was asking people about their faith. Those were some interesting questions.
Did you? Wow. I missed those. Wow.
So, where are you at? Yeah.
Let's see where.
Almost homestead.
Interesting. This.
Oh, wow. Nabisco was? I didn't know that. Oops, I said that name. See, Q, we both do it. I didn't moderate myself in time. I didn't know they did that. They support those magazines. Huh.
Mm.
And apparently it's really super easy to make cornflakes. It's just corn flour. This one woman, she did throw in some flax flour, a little bit of brown sugar, add some water to make it a kind of a sloopy paste, and then dry it. Dry it in your oven and then break it up and then dry it some more, and it's supposed to be delish.
Yeah.
So like if you need to have something from the K company, then
There's so many recipes, and a lot of Amish people have cereal recipes. Very interesting.
Yes.
Or Mennonites.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is I think this woman on the TikTok or on the clock channel, that was one of the things she said. There are lots of recipes out there. If you buy generic, number one, buy generic, which I'd go, well, how about, but you might not have the time, but it's like, make it yourself. Yes, it's going to take you a long time to do it, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot healthier. You're going to know what's in it. Why is the generic brand the generic brand?
Right.
Oh, it's Hedgehog's Homestead, GT Junior. Let me grab your link, or let me see if I can do that. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves. GT just wants your link so he can be interviewed. I don't know. I'm seeing a short that it says a rat wags its tail like a dog. I might have to watch this for a second. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
You've got lots of zingers tonight, Carol. You're just
she's a zinger.
She's a zinger tonight.
She is a zinger of her own.
Yes, I am. My brain is always zinging from back and forth inside my head.
It's heavy on the zings. It's like,
Yeah.
You've said some really great ones.
Carl and I used to zing back and forth, but we've been watching ourselves lately.
Yes, we have to be careful how far we zing into certain pits.
Yes.
Yes. We used to have a little bit lower standards. We've raised them up.
That's
a bit.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Duncan's
I'm going to put her link in, GT, so you got it.
Hey, Arundel, good to see you.
Oh, he says I've been to her channel.
Oh, hey, Angela Homestead. Thanks for popping in to say hi. Let me paste. There is Hedgehogs for an interview. There you go, GT. Aw,
he says he's watched lots of her videos.
Oh, thank you. Right now I have a video of Chris's. He drives a log truck, sorry. And it's doing really well because it's an accident. They use this huge crane. He was at the pulp mill. They use this huge crane to come up, and it caught his, what they call a headache rack, and it pulled it off, and then it came down the headache rack, which is, the width of a truck, big steel piece. It pops off, and then it hits the side of his truck and tire, and it blows it.
Oh
And thank God he wasn't in the truck.
my gosh.
Yeah. And so that's doing really well. And I'm like, I'm sure it's always in, like the people come and see the side of the road,
Oh
So
my goodness.
it's
That's
like,
scary.
yeah,
That's
nothing but
brutal.
an accident to bring views in.
Right? I
Right.
know. What is that? It's
You
like
gotta, you
the
gotta do what you gotta
Rubberneckers
do.
channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a headache for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, GT says you have great videos, Laura. He wanted you to know
Oh,
that. He
thank you.
watches your videos. I
Thank
think so too. Because she's like
Mhm.
really doing it. The dream that we all have of going and creating a homestead from scratch. Well, I don't have that dream because I don't see that for myself. I have the dream, but I need to dream me doing it. And I just can't imagine me in that space actually doing all that I saw her and Chris doing, like, and getting it done. Like,
I gave up a lot to do it.
Ooh.
I
yeah,
mean,
you did.
it's I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is how much you actually give up. And I'm finding out that, it's not like if we get pigs, you can leave chickens for a while, but you have to get somebody on your homestead if you get pigs or whatever.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Chris isn't real fond of people coming on our homestead to do things
Mhm.
like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how.
Oh,
We'll see if we
yeah.
like this. So,
Woo. Yeah,
yeah.
logging is dangerous. Actually, just listen to that same guy who uh, rescues children from uh,
Places.
places, trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually would have gone into the military, but he had gotten into a logging accident.
Yeah.
And yeah, my dad did logging too when he was younger, when he was like not truck
Yeah.
driving so much, but he did the logging work itself.
We did we had to open up our driveway and do logging, and I can't imagine people that do it for a living. I mean, here I am spotting, and we did our first few rounds without any gear, and it's like, no, we need to get some gear,
Yeah.
some chaps, some things, and it's scary business.
What? What did Maureen say? It's not that sort of channel. What
No,
did I
oh,
miss?
well, no. The thing was
Oh,
is that
reposition.
I changed instead of having my iPad,
Yeah.
landscape. I turned it vertical, and I'm still in my lovely party dress from tonight. And so yeah, there's a little too much. Not if it's a family show.
You're bringing the clicks.
You're
I'm
in
gonna make
you're
you
in
much.
the
Just
party
a
mode. You're
little
not
too
in
much. We just need to leave. We just need to. You just need to keep it a little bit covered. So yeah, Sean was like, Maureen was like, wait, it's not that sort of channel reposition.
Oh my gosh. Hey. Yeah, well,
No,
well,
I'm not. That's not the kind of girl I am either.
that's
So,
not the kind of girl she is. No.
no. So it's like, yeah, I don't. Well, mind you, it might help for views.
I
But
just was thinking that I might make
It
you
might.
myself.
It might.
I might go back in and find you in that, then thumbnail it.
and then
Yeah.
that's the thumbnail.
It's not
Come
my.
watch this.
It's like
Not that we're this type of channel, but
yeah. We just blew you up a little bit. We need views.
need to be. Need new subscribers. I lost one for going live. I don't know what that is with YouTube. It's like you go live and they're like, oh, since you went live, we're just going to take one. Like,
Mhm.
we don't want you doing that too much. We want you to make money for us. But, this live thing, even though we say it's trending and that's how you're going to get hours, we don't want you doing it too much. So
Right. Right.
just remember
Oh, it's
that.
funny because when I first went live, video, the way that the algorithm kind of works, it's like anything that gives you lots of views, they direct your traffic that way, even if it's just one video.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so it's like now that, I've done a couple lives now, the videos failed for a while, but now that a good video is doing well, now, they'll push all those videos, and it's like,
Right.
it's,
Yeah. I know.
It's a balancing act, and it's spinning plates. It's like,
mhm.
okay, oh, here, I want to spin this plate. Oh yeah, this one's doing well. Oh no, you got to go over here. You got to spin this one. You got to spin that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure that I keep as
I
I'm
couldn't
spinning.
even
I'm
spin
making.
the plates this
I'm
week. I
gonna
just
make
dropped
sure
them.
that
I love
there's
this. But
nothing
it's
to
like
see.
the
Nothing to
feather
see.
dance. Remember the feather
Yeah.
dances?
Yes.
Currently?
Oh, I'm spinning a plate. Now I'm spinning this plate. Nothing to
Click.
see
Oh,
here.
click.
Uh,
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. Too
Maureen,
funny.
you were one of the people that I wanted to interview because I've seen your videos in your garden, and it's just,
Oh.
I mean, what corner of the yard don't you garden?
Here, wait. Let
Oh,
me go potty while you guys discuss this
okay.
amongst yourselves.
Sure. Well, thank you, Laura.
And Maureen
I
does
would.
the feather dance with her arms.
That's right. Well, I would personally love to be interviewed by you.
That would be wonderful.
I will wear appropriate clothing for that. I actually almost put my pajamas on, but it was like, well, these are the dress is pretty much feels the same as my pajamas, but no, I would love that. I think it would be.
Yeah.
I'd be honored to be interviewed by you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll contact you. I don't know when you're back in the great.
I am home. I'm coming home Monday.
Okay.
On the 4th, I'll be flying home.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the following Monday, and
Sure.
whatever good time is for you.
Yep.
On
Actually, it doesn't matter. And do you do this live or do you record it?
I do it live. I
Okay.
can record it if you want, but I do do it.
No. I'm happy to do it live. That's always fun.
Okay.
So, yeah. I was having a wardrobe malfunction, Storms, but I have adjusted it. It's not near as bad as it was. It's just because I'm hunched over the table to be a little lower because it's like I can't quite sit up, and I'm just not that kind of girl. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, feather dances. Maybe it is that sort of channel. Well, it probably would help for some views and some watch time hours for Carol.
There's those homesteading channels that they walk away and they only have like their bibs on, their overalls with no shirts, and they walk by and they're like, oh, I garden naked, kind of thing. And it's like really.
Mm-hmm.
And they steal views from, I mean, they are technically homesteading, but still, right?
Yeah, but you do know that, like, sure, they might be that hippie world type of person, but it's but there is an intention. It's not just because, hey, I like to be free in my gardening,
Right.
because it's like, yeah, you can be free in your garden.
Sorry. I swear I am sober as sober can be. I didn't have any gummies or anything
sober,
tonight.
honey. You're just at that age where
I
things
know.
happen.
That's right.
Grace and me don't.
Clumsiness is very easily brought in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Homestead
Aquarius says
homesteading. Yes. Tonight is homesteading. Welcome.
Ooh, the next one. Almost homesteading.
Homesteading. Yeah, that was no prostituting. No one is doing any of that. You guys settle down in the side chat.
I was trying to get you views and subscribers just now while you were in the washroom.
Yep. Nope. That's not happening.
All for you, my darling.
Yes. Although homesteading, that one, I don't know. Maybe I'll make that my title, and yeah, we're gonna.
What was that one?
Oh, hey, CR.
Hey, CR.
Chris put up a weird title just to see if it worked, and we got some major views that night. And it was.
Oh yeah, isn't that? I can come up with weird titles, but then yeah.
What was the weird title? Can you share it?
I can't remember what it was.
One of mine was "Tell us about your meat," and it really had to do with what's your meat on the farm. Yeah, and it got hit, and I took it down. Because it was some of my old stuff, but yeah, it got lots of views. Yeah, because they were, hey, CR.
Hey, CR.
Yeah. What happened?
We got to talking about food.
Yes, we were starting to talk about food. And yes, and Maureen grows lots of food and she grows green beans everywhere for her nitrogen fixers. And she'll have green beans up the wazoo until
Mhm.
till God comes to take
To
us
the
home.
to the second apocalypse.
Yes, the second.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
Tell me. Yeah, that was old Carol. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't do that.
I used to be the bomb dropper.
You know
Mm.
what, Sean? I don't know if that's when. No, I don't think so. Oh, no, no, no. That's not when the weenie one. No, the weenie guy showed up. No, during that. Thank God. No, that would
Thank
be.
God, knock on wood, I've never had one of those.
No, me
They just
neither.
like me. I don't know why they feel the need. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a proctologist. Keep your weenies at home. I don't need to see them behind here. They're not going to go back up on my
You
panel.
don't need to come up here and cough.
Yes, and exactly. No, no, don't need to come see me.
Mm-mm.
I do not have a medical degree. There's no reason.
Mm.
Keep it.
Although I play one on TV.
Yes, occasionally I play one on YouTube when talking about nutrition.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep, you can.
no,
Very nice one. Good pun. So it come
yeah.
at the right time. Yes.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking actually at what I'm growing now, and I do have quite a few like anti-inflammatory. Like soursop is supposed to be anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer. Pineapple, anti-inflammatory with the
Mhm.
bromelain. Also, it's another one that's set and forget. Then, of course, anything with anthocyanins is, any dark colored fruits and vegetables, anti-inflammatory. I'm like, gosh, I did that and didn't even do it on purpose. The
Mm.
other thing is flowers, alternative flowers. A lot of your root crops can be flowers that
Mhm.
because it's not like it's that easy to grow wheat.
Nope.
And, you know, I remember, I think it was David the Good talking about that one time because somebody asked him if he was going to, grow wheat. And he's like, yeah, and I'll thresh that whole field over there and we'll get about a cup of,
Mhm.
of wheat berries. Yeah.
Okay, we
Let
can
me,
we can make one muffin.
Mhm.
Mm.
One muffin at a time.
Hola, hola, Roberto.
No, sorry, we can't do sourdough because you got to feed that stuff.
That's
oh,
right.
thank you, Sean. Appreciate it.
I'll be right back. I need some substance.
Mm.
Yeah, I basically said I didn't want to see no what was it? Little Smokies is what I said.
Hmm.
No little Smokies or minis. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I was looking at that. I was like, okay, sweet potatoes. You can make flour out of that. And what got me started on that, and I don't know if GT's still here. Taro GT, we can make flour out of that.
Hmm.
Uh, I do believe you can do it too with the Discoriolata yam, true yam. And that can be grown as a house plant. For those of you who want to grow Discoriolata, if I have any, and I maybe will put spring mist and hashtag it under here. If I have bobules, I will let you know. I think that is the correct word. They grow on the vine and they can be planted, and they're usually quite small. They look like a tiny potato, and you can plant them in a pot, and it should grow and grow, and
And what
it'll
did you
send up. It's Discoriolata. It's
the
the true
scoria
yam.
the scoria lata?
Discoria alata. It's the true yam. Let me see. I think I had it up in case. Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
put
what
it
we
up.
grow most of us are sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Most of you go with sweet potatoes, but this isn't a sweet potato. This is a true
Yeah,
yam.
yeah,
This
and
is
So
even
what's the difference between a true yam and a sweet potato?
they're different families.
mhm.
Discoria alata is from a different family than the like sweet potato, like the Okinawa sweet potato. It
Mhm.
sometimes is confused with it. It even says it in this article. The sweet potato is Ipomoea batatas.
Hakuna
It just
matata.
doesn't sound right.
Hakuna, yeah.
Yeah,
Hakuna.
it's just a different family scientifically. Let me see. It's from the family Discoriaceae. I am not good at, Latin stuff. So guys,
You do pretty darn good.
Yeah.
so discoriaceae is, and a sweet potato. Let me see. I think it's the ipoema or whatever, however you say that. Ipoema was that song. Isn't there something that sounds like that? The girl from
Ipanema.
Ipanema. That's why it sounded somewhat like it.
Ipanema.
Ipanema. Okay, let me see
Ipanema.
what family that's in. If somebody knows, feel free to shout it out in the side chat where we won't hear you, but we'll
And while you're
say
looking
along.
it up,
It's too late for all those
I'll sing
names.
I'll sing the beginning of it. Hola, que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela minha que vem, que passa, num doce balanço, caminho do mar.
Very nice. It is Ipomoea. That's it. Ipomoea.
Ipamoia.
The family. Oh, actually, no. I have to take it back now. Dang it. That's the genus. The family is. Oh my Lord Jesus, help me with this, please. Convolvulaceae, I think.
Say.
Yeah, where this is when I need David the Good because he just can just blah la la la. Him and another channel does that
He
quite
grows.
well.
He grows most of the. I mean, there's so many different versions of yams that he grows there down there.
Yeah, and he grows another one that's the white. I think he's done the white yam, which I almost was going to go and get. I was going to go and get. It's not white. It's called something else. It's like a not violet. I'll come back to it. But anyway, so
Discorialata is a lot easier for most of us to grow.
Yeah.
Here in the upper regions. You have to be pretty warm to grow some real yams.
Yeah, the true yams you do, but you can grow it as a house plant is what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it in and grow it as a vining house plant if you so choose, and it will grow in that pot. So you'll grow one that will get quite large.
Well, you can do that even with the sweet potato vines. They'll grow if you leave them in the ground long enough. One sweet potato.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
they want to continually come down and reseed themselves and everything. This, I think, you can let it go up and it will seed itself right on the vine into the.
Yes. You get those little
little ones.
Mm-hmm.
Pee Wee Herm, is that you? What? No, what? Oh, is that because of what Sean was saying?
Nuka nuka.
Oh, I used to love chili dogs. I can't touch those unless it's all homemade.
Too. Chili dogs and like sauerkraut dogs.
That sounds good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we called it a walk through the park, which is like you're asking them to put everything on it on the hot dog cart.
Yeah.
I'd like a walk through the park, and they would just load it up.
Yep.
And then I would die later because I would think I could eat that, and my guts would just go, what did you do? Those were the carts at Home Depot. Like when I would go out with Dad, be like, "Oh, Dad, I could really go for one of those."
You can't do that at Home Depot because those lights get you.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's else.
Well, that and the bathroom is like all the way in the back in those huge stores. Yeah. Like, why? So mean.
I'll be walking around and I get lost in those stores, Home Depot and stuff like that. You just see it like,
yes.
The possibilities.
Yeah. Oh no, Diva sounds amazing. Oh, sounds good to you. The food or Diva's voice? Because Diva's voice was amazing.
The food.
No, Diva's voice is good.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mama J, welcome in.
Hey, Mama J.
Are they? They're already sprouting. That's awesome. I have some that are sprouting in the ground that I obviously missed.
Night almost homesteading.
Oh, are you going night almost homesteading? And congratulations on going over 100 subscribers! Yay!
Oh my gosh, I missed that. Congratulations!
Awesome. Hey, G Mama Grows.
Hey, G Mama Grows. Good to see you too.
Good to see you, girlfriend. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. Got some good good subscribers. Really appreciate.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. You're almost good night. What? What? Sierra's.
Oh no, good night, almost homesteading. So it's
Oh,
good night,
duh.
almost.
Yeah.
CR's just cutting
CR is
her
just being
channels.
CR, and I didn't catch it. Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for
just
catching
cutting it
Marie.
slow.
I'm a little slow tonight.
No,
Definitely.
cutting it short. I'm reading the chat and then
No,
listening.
I
Yeah.
am a little slow tonight. It's okay. I'm admitting to it because it's not caffeinated. It's not caffeinated tea. This is the that peach. It's my last one. The peach detox tea, the one that doesn't hurt your belly, but it still detox you. Hey, Dee, the Muck Girl Gardener, welcome in.
Hey, welcome in.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's my girl from 10A. Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
sweet.
She's a much better annual gardener than me, though. I've seen some of your videos. Awesome. She had a beautiful selection of, I think, and of course, there goes the flower out the back of my head that I was just going to say. They're beautiful, and I'll come back to it. It'll come sometime. I'll just say it in the middle of something. Oh, yeah. What's the name of that flower? That's terrible. They're beautiful, though. Multicolored. Oh, well. Okay.
Is
So-
everybody got tulips coming up?
Yeah.
Never.
I know.
That's like you put those
satisfy there.
dandelions and daffodils. I don't have either of those. Like,
Oh,
you're gonna
I'm
make
not for
dandelions.
dandelions. I would welcome some dandelions because my ground is so hard. It needs the dandelions. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ours has just got enough calcium in it, so that's maybe yours too. It has enough calcium, so you don't have them. So
I think
sign
I might have. I don't know. I got to retest my soil. I'm going off of somebody else's soil test.
Oh, gotcha.
My neighbor.
Oh,
They're like, oh, and I never got around to it.
sorry about that, CR. Yeah, that was. I just watched a video, and Q has the same thing in her state. She had just gotten snow.
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
thank you. One thing I'm glad I don't have. One thing I'm very glad I don't have.
I was telling my dad's like, oh, I don't miss the snow coming to Oregon.
Wait a minute, you have tulips? I have never heard of them growing down here. In the garden, or you have them potted up? Oh, see, I told you she's better at those annuals than I am. Look at that.
Well, you can't put them in the freezer and stratify.
True, I could do that. And then I'd have to dig them up though and put them in my freezer again each year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm too lazy. I'll go buy one at Publix. That's terrible. I do love gardening, but I like gardening that's like perennials and occasional annual.
I do love my perennials too. Hey, the Bobstas.
Hey, Bob. Did you get
Hi,
your
Bob.
rhubarb in, Bob? It's good to see ya. Good to see ya. Bob was starting to get his rhubarb ready. Oh, how pretty. I used to love the smell of those. The hyacinths. My grandmother liked them too. You get one and it fills the whole house with fragrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hyacinths are up as well.
Oh.
And and then there's some other little blue flower, super, super pretty. And when the sun's like, they're just little to the ground and they're all kind of blue indigo. And as soon as sun's out, they open up. And then if it isn't then they're all down, but they're all over my yard.
Oh, your yard must smell so amazing with that and or what do you call it? Your citrus out there. And
the Daphne.
yes.
The Daphne is just off the charts. It's like, I'm so glad. Oh, I'm hoping the one a piece broke off, and so I propagated it, and it's in a pot, and it is starting to flower, but I don't know if it survived our last little chill spell.
Yeah.
Because it's like, then I can take it with me. So
So
Are
she
you
did
doing
do that. She refrigerated them for 2 months
Oh
first
yeah.
until you put them in your soil after the 2 months of refrigeration.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's too keen and dedicated for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry. You've met another gardener in your area, but I'm sorry. I'm the lazier of the two of us. I have a special needs son and I barely get out there, so I can't imagine having to keep up with anything that I have to do that with.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do have plenty of, and you've seen it in my pictures, the red amaryllis growing, and then I have the white
Mm,
ones too with the red, and they pop up whenever
wow.
they feel like it.
my
I'm not demanding. I'm not
my
demanding.
problem is I'm too type A, so I gotta make it happen.
Right.
Just gotta do it.
I think
But then
I don't.
I kill it because I just gotta make it happen.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah,
Grow, grow,
I've
grow, grow, grow.
definitely. I've over cared for things before too.
Mhm.
Mhm.
The poor plants are like, please, enough, lady, please, we're good, we're
No, no,
good.
you need more.
You need a little more love. You need some more water. No, no, please.
Mm.
I wish sometimes they could talk and just, tell you.
Tell you
Yeah.
what's needed.
Back
Well,
off and like, oh my gosh, it's a little too much nitrogen. My little root feet are burning up.
yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Well, your plant usually tells you. You just gotta listen to it.
Yeah, it's just it
Some
tells you
people
later
say,
after the leaves look
Okay,
all burnt. You're like, oops, I was a
but
little
when
too
there's
much.
when there's 50 voices of different
Yes.
voices,
yes,
how do you know? So
yeah,
then I'm sorry, I just have to ignore you and then try again next year and love
Yes,
you even
yeah,
more.
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. I
Mhm.
know there's certain crops like onions. I got little onion starts right next to me, and this is the first time I've gotten second leaves on little onion starts. But I'm
No.
determined to grow onions. Like I've grown onions, you know.
Have you watched Will It Grows thing on
Yeah,
onions?
yeah,
Okay.
but
Because he always is like those starts don't it confuses them and they don't bulb up as easily as just from seed. Because
well, see,
seed
his
from seed.
newer ones, he says use starts.
Oh, he did say that? Okay.
Oh, not re-
That wasn't Will It Grow. Will It
no,
Grow
well,
says if you
no.
get starts, they get confused and they don't.
Well, they think they're in the second year.
Yes, that's
No,
what he
no,
said. Thank you.
those are those little bulbs.
No, he
That
was. Oh, okay.
the actual starts, those are in their first year still.
Yeah, but they're confused once you yank them up, then they think they're in their second year, is what he was
Oh,
saying, and they
well,
don't bulb up as easily. But I'm sure that some people get them too.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
they just need nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. Onions do.
yeah,
They need
root knot
nitrogen.
nematodes suck. I have them, and it's too hot for mustards. Really, I'm growing mustard, huh? I started them already. You can do French marigolds too, and you can also add a lot of compost to your soil and what's that? The charged charcoal. I can't think tonight. I'm having some
Hmm.
serious aphasia all of a sudden.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right.
The charged charcoal, you charge it.
Yeah,
Biochar. You can add
biochar.
biochar and yeah, compost.
Yeah.
So GT says I get the starts, not the bulbs, but the onion starts are the little bulbs.
Yeah.
So you can
Sometimes
get
they'll have a tiny little bulb on the
No, there's
bottom.
a tiny yeah. There's the onion starts that like you'll get from like Dixondale.
Yeah.
Those aren't second year, but
No, they're not, but they'll think it is sometimes if you plant them.
sometimes I think.
Yeah.
Uh, the thing with onions I'm learning is when you start them. It's a huge thing, and it's like here you start them in March, you know. In
Yeah.
Texas, you start them in November. You know,
Yeah.
it
It's
they
different
take
everywhere.
and they take so long to grow. People give up on them before
Hmm.
they actually and they need so much. I mean, you can't overfeed an onion, and
Yeah.
then so
Thank you. I didn't have you guys up. Darn it. I'm a little behind in the chat, I see. Sorry about that.
um
I wish I could send it to you,
Laura,
CR.
so the onions want lots of nitrogen. Do they also want lots of sun?
Yes. They
Okay.
love sun. They love lots of water and lots of nitrogen.
Okay.
And they also
But,
need.
they don't like the lots of nitrogen until they're like when it really starts warming up and then they start the bulbing stage. You got
Okay.
to hit them with the nitrogen and I mean there's a lot of people that use. I mean they're okay. So
Anything that bulbs needs bone meal is what everybody tells me, that because
yeah, but
Dave
you
the
know
Good
what?
had a
Right,
problem with them.
right. You want a nice balanced starter. Like okay, so this is what I've heard. So like a 10-10-10 when they first get in the ground. And then when it starts to warm up and they hit the bulbing stage, because when it warms, that's when they hit the bulbing stage. Then you're going to hit them with like a 20, and the rest of the numbers don't matter. And you just keep on hitting that
Okay.
every 2 weeks. Especially if your soil's lacking, like mine. Because I bought super soil, it's not so super. So,
Unsuper soil?
I bought there's not a lot of I'm really struggling here in Tennessee, like in Oregon and Washington. I could find all kinds of organic everything, and here I have to shop online for most of that stuff because it's just not. I mean, their great soil here is Miracle Grow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of chemicals out this way, but not.
Yeah.
People
So
just
you
aren't.
probably have Miracle Grow and what's that other stuff? The cow.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
probably use a lot of
Black cow.
Yeah, they do that. A lot of the old traditional farmers down here will still use those two, pretty much too.
Is black cow not good?
It's so like because sometimes it can be they've gotten control over it, but you don't know what the cows are feeding on.
So they can digest hay that has been sprayed, and then you end up with dead soil and dead garden.
Yeah, with it, it's aminopyralids. They go right through the cow, and the cows even pee and kill stuff with their pee. Hey, Trish.
I've experienced that.
Oh, it's fine, Trish. Yeah.
Hello, lovely Trish.
I did that. I actually experienced it with the mushroom compost because mushrooms are grown in to say poo-poo.
And to do?
And to-do. And the cow doo-doo. The doo-doo was bad.
I was looking for my super soil, and the only place or compost, and the only place that sells organic compost is the same place I got my super soil around here.
Okay.
Oh.
And they sell to all the vendors who sell bulk super soil. And
well,
so
then, there you go. More compost in that area where you're having the root knot nematodes. They came up through my, sorry, Laura, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
okay.
They came up through my elevated bed too. They're a pain. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So they're the only place that is selling it, and that's the one that you weren't sure if the soil was even that super.
Wow.
Well, because it was so nitrogen deficient that, and they put in that super soil, one of the things was their compost.
Oh, crap.
So Chris is like, I'm not buying from them.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm gonna have to make your own.
Do you make your own compost then? With
yes, I'm just new here.
Yeah, it's not broken down yet.
Yeah,
not ready.
Yeah. So then, what about just making some poo-poo juice?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So the only thing you can't. Yeah, you can make
compost tea. I actually just put a bunch of banana peels in it and some milk, and in my poo-poo juice, and just to add some more flavors.
More flavor.
More flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I knew about the milk, but it's like I had some powdered milk to start adding more calcium to some of my soil last year. So I have a powdered milk.
You and your worms make it though, right? Gardening warrior, because you have your worms helping work it. The compost, I believe.
Sorry. Yeah, we need to do a worm garden, I think, or worm
farm.
Ben farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to
Yeah, and
do
I
that.
saw Brampton Gardner. It's some sort of starter kit from the orange store, and I
Mhm.
think it was regular like $145, and it was down to like 37 or maybe $47 that she
What?
got. And
What
she's
a
in
deal.
Ontario, and so it's like I,
Mm-hmm.
went to Home Depot, but I think it's the one what's ever in the store, not what you buy online. Because whatever I
Yeah.
was looking at was 150, and I thought, yes, I have worms up the wazoo at my because where my property was, I think it was like it used to be a bog, and
Mm-hmm.
so in the winter time the grass is all green, but there's so much, like if you walk across the lawn, it's all mud because there's all these little mini tiny cow pies from all the
Mm-hmm.
worms pushing the soil up.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely incredible how many worms are in there. But I would love to have more of a controlled where I'm
Hi,
making
Keisha. Good to see you.
making the you know worm casting
Right.
soil. But
There's so many kits that you
Oops.
can make for yourself as far as, yeah.
Yeah.
but
Hey,
again,
yeah.
Laura, you're talking to, Carolyn and Maureen are pretty much the same person, and it's like
Type B. Type B
I could
person.
totally make that, but
But you make
I
it
won't.
I
so
downgraded
I
after.
know you can commit to something.
Yeah. I downgraded after, I don't know, I think the first child. I downgraded to type B.
Come on, you guys I could give you some of my type A. I have plenty of it.
But then I'd have to do something with it. I
Yeah,
don't know. That's scary to
my
type B.
my laziness is going to trump your
Oh,
type A. Any type A you give me,
it
my
gets me in
laziness will
trouble
say.
is the only thing. So maybe I should give some of it away.
Oh,
My
it's
husband's
hard.
like, "What are you doing? You're
Both
still..."
have their drawbacks. My B gets me in trouble too, so I totally get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well, I mostly, like, I don't have anybody to give me trouble, so it's mostly myself that's just like
Yes,
being
that
myself
too.
heck. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, Maureen, get up, get that done, Maureen.
No, I do that with some things, you
Hmm.
know. But I guess when I'm learning
Awesome.
something, I can't. It's like when I open a book and I start reading the book, I have to finish it. I'll be up all night because it's due tomorrow.
Oh, I might
And
have to get some
my
comfrey from
husband's
you,
like,
D.
you
Go
know,
ahead.
you can renew that book, and it's like, but it's due tomorrow.
Mhm.
You must be finished now.
Yeah.
Must be.
See, and I think I feel the same, but it's like instead of going and borrowing the book, because it might be a good book or it might not be a good book, I just go buy the ding dang thing.
Oh,
And so
yes.
then I make the excuse that, well, I've got the ding dang book. I'll get around to reading it when I'm retired.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, Maureen, read the book. Look at the stuff. It's going to actually help you. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
mañana, mañana, mañana.
Yeah.
Bob's complimenting you, Laura. Good job on the
Oh, thank
plan.
you.
So they're arriving when, did you say? You're getting them?
Oh,
That you
I
just called?
haven't ordered them yet. I gotta, everything. See, my husband's very type A too. It's a problem,
It's
where
Yeah,
brilliant.
2 type A's? Oh my, but you must get a lot done.
yeah, we do. But, everything has to be just so before we get the pigs in. So we still have to put up the gate for the door, and I have to get the wires up, but I don't have a grounding rod, so I need to order a grounding rod. So,
Yeah, I think it's like when I'm gonna try my farm, like what I want to do is, and there should be some sort of, YouTube friends co-op thing where you go, I'm gonna come and live at your house for a month or more and learn everything so that you get that
mhm,
hands-on of like what works, what doesn't work. No, Maureen, you probably shouldn't have pigs because XYZ or whatever, right?
right,
And like I don't plan to jump into
There he is.
everything. It's like I'll jump into
He
one
ate.
thing at a time,
right,
right?
right.
But it's like you
Good
just
to
want to
see
go
you.
and like hands on, get right into the poop with somebody and where they're showing you the ropes and pushing
Right.
you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I've never been, um, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard of that. Thank you, Storms, for putting her in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, any of my wrenches let any of my wrenches know because I don't have the StreamYard. I mean the bot. I don't have the bot.
Yeah.
Hi, Adenir.
You need your
in there.
channel shared out. Just say, share me or something cute like that, and we'll try and share you in the chat.
I'm not in a. I've done the meat birds, all of that stuff in Oregon, in my little backyard, and I was over. Like me, I overdo everything, and kill my grass doing it, and gotta get her done. The world's coming doing it, and gotta do it.
She was set, yeah, definitely.
And so the only I haven't done pigs, and then we'll do a year with pigs as long as we can get them in on time.
She had turkeys in her suburban backyard, Diva.
I had turkeys.
Yeah, but I mean, you had them in your suburban.
Oh yeah, I had mini turkeys and processed them. And
wow.
Yeah. She was hardcore, man. Yep.
Yeah, I had my little chicken tractor, my little backyard.
I wish I would never ask. That was my problem, was that I called to ask what the laws were. If I would have never asked, I could have just claimed I didn't know.
I know,
me. I could have had chickens.
I did. Well, I mean, I wasn't living in an HOA, and I didn't get a rooster. Yeah. So I figured, hey, I'm going to do what I just.
Good night, M&T. Thank you for coming in.
I'm just going to do what I do.
Let me see if I can get you. Let's share you.
Bye.
Good night.
Appreciate
M&T.
you coming in, M&T. Oops, what the heck?
Yeah.
Let me get you. Thank you for coming in. I am following again. I guess they unfollowed me. Let me see.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, I can't stand it. And I also don't like how they changed the about. So you have to do all this scrolling and find things again.
Yeah.
It's really confusing. It's like they just do it to confuse us and nobody can follow anybody.
Right.
All right. Pasted yet. Oh. This is M&T right here under Storms. Put G Mama up. Thank you, Storms. And there's M&T. Thank you for coming in again.
That actually says Hedgehog's Homestead.
What that? Why did it do that? I just went to their channel, clicked on share. Okay, well, Hedgehog gets a freebie. There we go. Let's try that again. That was weird.
Got G Mama Grows there too. Awesome.
I don't know why it did that. That's so strange. Something's going on with my computer because it wouldn't let me go out of StreamYard either tonight. And okay, I'm clicking on share channel from M&T again. Let's see. I see what I did wrong. I'm a little bit of a nut job tonight. You'll have to excuse me.
No, you're the zinger girl.
I'm the zinger.
Yeah.
My brain's all zung out. Okay. There's M&T. Ooh, I got it. Don't anybody get it now. It's taking me so long to get it. Don't you dare put it up. Put it there.
Don't you love that there's people that are so quick at that stuff? You're like,
yeah. I'm grateful for them, but when I'm like
to get it, I am thankful for those people too. And it's like they're like click, click, click.
There we go.
Living in two clicks and they're done.
Yeah, those professional mods that have their list of people that they just sweet potato pie.
Anytime that my kids I get a new phone, I'll go, could you fix it? And they just go they go there and I go, well, did you get my contacts? Oh, hang on. Like basically 5 seconds and then, here you go. And you're like,
yeah, that would be my daughter. If she has time, she will. I usually get the little bit of the look like, come on, Mom, you can.
Yeah,
you can do it.
If you would just focus.
Yeah.
Thank you, Storms, for putting me in there too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, he is Magic Mod Man. You're right, Garney Warrior. He must have fallen into the mines. The mines of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecrafting. Or he's just needing a break tonight, and that's fine too. He's got his doing his
So how
town.
is it in Mexico?
It is wonderful. We've been I don't know what it would be in Fahrenheit, but we're sitting in that kind of 25, 28 degrees. It was cloudy with some sun today, but it's just lovely,
Mm-hmm.
no bad days, no bad
Yeah,
days. So it's
nice.
been nice to just sit in the sun. And my sister-in-law and I, we've never went on holiday together, like
Yeah.
this kind of holiday. We've done camping and stuff like that, and we just both get along so well. And so it's like,
It's
well,
awesome.
do you want to do this? Sure. Do you want to not do that? Sure.
We'll
Like
keep up. We're
Yeah.
here for you when you get back.
we just seem to jive. And I was saying this morning, and we kind of took it easy this morning. And I said, I feel like we've been here like a long time. And she goes, yeah, but like in a good way, even though it's just been a few
You're
days. So
rested. Yeah.
that's how deeply rested that we're, getting going on in life. And there's busyness at home that's
Mhm.
calling attention, but neither of us are diving like, okay, well, I gotta, we're just like,
Right.
all of that will be there when I get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna walk out the rest of my days. And so
Right.
yeah, no, we've had some great, belly laughs and
Awesome.
yeah, and really good sleeps. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that sounds
why
awesome.
why do I sleep when she's around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Where usually
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm still texting or playing
Yes.
some game or whatever. It's like, no, I'm actually dead dog tired. Well, the sun does that too, but
Yeah.
Yes.
even
The
when she
sun
came,
does do that. I miss that kind of rest that I used to get from resting in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
But also too, like TN brought up, like, well, you did mention it was before children that you got that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, maybe that was part of it. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I used to, yeah. Even when I was pregnant, I would lay out. It just felt so good. It was
Mm-hmm.
those endorphins from the
Yeah.
sun, and then you get also the fresh air. If you're actually at the beach, you get the ocean waves bring up all those fresh ions, and
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. Yes,
so nice.
indeed.
I miss the
Thank
ocean.
you,
That's
Storms.
the only thing I do miss about being here is the ocean.
Yeah, no ocean. I'm
Being
sorry.
on being on the West Coast, you're just an hour away and you're at the ocean. So
Yeah. You saw the sun today. Yeah, here's CR and like lots of snow. He's like, yeah, ladies, keep talking about the ocean and how you're getting sun. I saw it today.
oh man, I need to go
Today.
plant grass seed tomorrow. We have so much rain coming up,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna
Oh,
have to my.
is that how it looks? That's cute.
It's a little
I know
handle.
it's a handheld one. I've seen them. You do that noise really
Get
well.
that sound too because it needs a little oiling or something. So it's
Yeah, we'll try. I don't know how that works though, CR. Can't mail it.
oh, she is making sweet potato pie. I need to do that. My husband would love that.
Who is? Bless you.
Yeah, M&T.
I like
Mm.
it. I like most bodies of water. I'm not into the fresh water down here, Q, and you know why? Gators.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, now we have saltwater crocs that are making a comeback. So yeah, I won't be going in any waters at all.
Wow.
Maybe a pool if I can. Oh, God
Bless you.
bless you.
Right. I apologize.
That's okay. Maybe if I can, definitely check the pool first because they can get into people's pools too.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen that happen, thankfully, in our, area.
So will they also go into the ocean, or is it just in the,
The gators won't go into the ocean, but the crocs will. Crocs are in the ocean.
wow.
They're in really more marshy water, the crocs. It's like a mixture of a salt and fresh, but they prefer salt. They're salt waters.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the anacondas. Yep, those are down southwest of me, thankfully, right now, and I hope they stay down there. And yeah, the sharks, those are everywhere the ocean is, though. But yeah, we got some good sized ones.
Yeah.
Since
Just don't go out too far.
yeah, they come in to feed.
Just stay in the
Sh-
shallow
yeah,
end.
yeah,
Just go to waist deep and that's it.
yeah, no, even waist deep, they'll come up. I'll go ankle deep.
So have you ever had a croc in your backyard?
No, you mean a gator? No,
A gator,
crocs. Yeah, the crocs don't. No, but the gators, close enough though. We had there's an area a little ways from us. I mean, like the next HOA over had a little one though. He was only like this big. But the thing is I never had him in my yard, but you don't know what's in your water because you can't see through the water down here, and they sit and it looks like a log.
Right.
So yeah, we don't go near those waters at all. Yeah, tigers, lemon sharks, they all like to come up.
Pretty much out of near.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of like Australia, but with less poisonous spiders and snakes, and less venomous snakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Australia gets, a lot more great whites than we do. We do get the occasional great white, and you just never know when.
Right. It's like California has a lot of great whites.
Yeah, they have a lot of great whites, but they have waves, so the surfers still go out in that. It's so crazy to me. Because I was like, oh, you guys, like I was talking to the guys from Switchfoot when we were going to their concerts and could get VIP. And I was like, did you guys get to go up to Sebastian and go surfing? And, we have some good surf spots. And they're like, yeah, but you guys like don't have waves.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but we don't have great whites.
Yeah.
Well,
we
maybe
don't look like turtles paddling out to
that's right. If you go to the West Coast, you'll see manatees, but I don't think they have much for waves.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. No, don't tell me that. A croc near me on the beach? They said that they are not talking about it that much to not scare the travelers. You'll have to send me that clip, Homestead Aquarius.
Wow.
That's scary. Wow. I'll get out. See, now I really want to get out of Florida, but I can't yet.
You can come up here where we have those rattlesnakes.
Wait, which one you don't have a wish to go to there? Huh? You mean Australia?
Australia with the Scottish accent.
My really bad accent. Well, welcome to Live with Carol and her really bad accent. Yes, that's right. Remember, all Florida freshwater has gators. Number one Florida rule. That's right. Amen.
Wow.
Amen. And now we're getting crocs all over the place. And I heard that caimans are invasive in here, are here too, but I haven't seen much about them.
What are they
called?
I
try not to scare myself too much, so I don't go looking.
No.
Every winter. Yeah, the manatees are so cute. They're so cute. The sea cows.
Yeah, they are cute.
And that's exactly what they are. But you cannot, for some reason, they had to put molest them as the law. Like, really? You couldn't just say don't touch them or mess with them, not molest. Yeah. You had to put molest? Like, ew, that sounds disgusting. What's wrong with you people? But then again, Florida. Snapping. Yeah, we have the snapping turtles. Yep. Yeah, I saw some cop trying to catch a snapping turtle. It was hilarious. He didn't want to have any part of it either because he obviously wasn't a wildlife.
In South Carolina, too, I think.
Yeah. This was like do they have the gator snapping turtles? Like they're really big ones.
What's a gator snapping turtle?
It's not a gator snapping turtle. Is it cute? What's the name of that one that we have that gets like huge and will snap digits off?
Cues the person to ask.
I know.
Can you just
check? No, because she's from our state. She's from Northern. Yeah. She's from Lake County.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, you could tell it was that type of snapping turtle because the tail came out the back, and that's what you'll grab them with usually if you can
Mm-hmm.
get a hold of it. So they can't reach around and grab you.
Mm.
Yeah, it is gator. Okay, I was right. Gator turtles. Yep, their
Wow.
jaws are the strength, and they get huge. Alligator. Thank you. That's the alligator snapping turtle is the proper name. There we go.
Wow.
I just shortened it to gator snapping turtles.
They're just snapping turtles.
Yeah, no, they're pretty
Or no,
wicked.
gator snapping turtles.
They're alligator snapping turtles, and they are,
Wow.
yeah, they're huge. They get huge. The Gator Boys used to travel with one that was probably about this big around, and they'd hold it, and then they would put like a piece of wood in its mouth, and you could see, boop, there it goes. There goes the little piece of wood. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you go into the deep, deep snow up into Alaska, where Andrew lives, well, then
Oh
you're
yeah.
the polar bears. Like it's like there's
True.
so many things that are try to kill us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say I've ever eaten one. Q's the one who's eaten the things here. She's eaten the iguanas and stuff. I haven't done that.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Q,
Yeah.
you've had iguanas?
That's pretty much it. That's right, CR. Because we have no snow. People
Mhm.
still come down here. That's right.
When I
And move here.
when I dispatched that rattler that was in my chicken coop,
That was awful.
my brother was like, "Oh, did you cook it?"
We left it for you.
No.
It's fermenting in the sun. You're welcome to it.
Well, it wasn't fermenting in the sun. I put it in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
Just to confirm that it was what it was.
Could you give the snake to your chickens?
Yeah, as long as I don't give them the head. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that would be give them something fun to
Mm-hmm.
peck at and
Mm-hmm.
destroy.
Yeah, because the head will bite them, can bite them. The reflex of the
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a smaller size like gator, or it might not be. Yeah, it's the Cayman gator. It's not spelled like that.
My goodness.
Cayman gator. It's smaller, but it's a gator. Yep,
I'm
yep.
grateful that we don't have anything that's like that. I do have just the garter snakes in my
Yeah.
yard, which is great because it's going and picking up mice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it seems like I'm getting more. I used to have just one, and now you're like, I think I've got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead. Sorry.
we used to get lots of gardener snakes there in Oregon. Same kind of climate as where you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a smaller gator. It is established. I just looked it up. They're established already. They're not from here. It says the common caiman is an exotic species in Florida, although it has become established in the southeastern part of the state. Yay!
Wow.
Caiman they're native to Central and South America, and their distribution in Florida will probably remain confined to South Florida because they cannot tolerate cold temperatures. Lucky you, Northern Florida. Lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. They're non-native. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got a lot of non-natives that shouldn't be here.
Yep.
And the anaconda. Anaconda's not native. Yep. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So Laura, when are you getting your pigs, your hogs?
I don't know yet. We got to get our fencing totally done.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot. I was like, it's like, are they coming this weekend?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
No.
And how many are you getting?
3.
3.
Yeah.
And are these all for butchering or?
Yeah.
So would you ever try to breed to sell?
Yep. Yeah, eventually. I mean, but get our feet wet first and see where we go.
Yeah.
I'm well, that's my husband talking. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's start a breeding program. Let's see.
Yes. Yes.
So I have no idea. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to start with coonies, but they take so long to grow out, or American guinea hogs,
Okay.
or, IPP, Idaho pasture pig, or something like that, um, because um, they're easier to handle.
Mm.
But we're going to start with the big old, just meat.
The huge hogs, the big hogs.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Whoa. They do get huge.
they do. But we'll butcher them at like 300 pounds, so
Okay.
not letting them get too big.
Yeah.
So
'Cause they
that's the
can
thing about getting a breeding pair too, is you end up with some big hogs on your farm, and so it's like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, that's good for, end times in case anybody comes up there for no reason at all. But the bacon might taste weird.
yeah.
Yeah. You have to, get rid of some bad elements
Hmm.
whenever the grid's down.
Yeah.
I'm also using them to, like, we're going to be moving them on pasture, so we're also using them to work
Clean.
our land a little bit.
Clean.
Oh, yeah.
They're the cleaning crew.
Yeah,
Yeah. Totally.
yeah.
That's
Sandwiches and
awesome.
kisses. Nice, Bob.
Hmm.
Very nice.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Let me see.
We
Keep it.
like
And why do you have 3? Like, what was the reason to do 3?
one for me and my husband, and 2 for my brother and sister-in-law. So
Okay.
yeah, and they
That's true. They are.
they bought 30 acres from us, and so they're going to be moving. They're starting to develop their homestead now, and so they're yes, they are.
Yep.
um, so we're doing stuff together. We're going to be doing meat birds together this year too.
Mm,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I would love to do any of the meat bird stuff or chickens.
Chicago. Yeah.
Hello, Boynton. Oh, I just shouted out my name. Never mind. Palm Beach County. Glad you
Mm-hmm.
family nearby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris's family. That's your in-laws, right? That
Yeah.
were there.
Yeah.
He was there. Yeah, he's the hunter, Bob. That
Yeah.
the deer.
Yeah.
Now, does Chris hunt? Does Chris hunt too? Is
He
like
does. He just has no time to.
yeah,
He works 14 hours a day, so it's like,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
lot, And my husband
Wow.
does the 12, but it's not a different type of work. Yeah.
And then, like, on the weekends, there's me putting up you don't see Chris helping me, but he does, like, help me with the big stuff,
Right.
and but he has to work on his truck, like he does all the mechanics for his truck, so
Right.
yeah.
Totally hear you. Yeah, the weekends seem to go a lot faster. Like time goes faster, but it just seems like the
The
weekends
older
go.
you get,
Yeah, it's
it's
like
like,
you
wait a
just
minute,
came home. What happened? You're going off to work again. Where'd the
Yeah.
weekend? Where'd
a
the
year seems like a month, It's like, what's the deal with this?
Mm-hmm. But
Oh,
it's
Bob, I put that up, but ew. Okay.
but it but I find that I think in Maureen's mind of thinking,
That
it's
might be
like
why
I
we can't
think
have-
God has sped up the time, because it's like I've
Mm.
asked my mom, okay, so when you were my age, when you were in your late 50s, was it 2 months? Our kids take off 2 months for summer
Yeah.
holidays.
Yeah.
And it's like, and she said, no, it was like a real 2 months holiday. And she said, I couldn't wait for, school to start and the kids to go
Right.
back and stuff like that. Because it was a long summer for those
Right.
60 days. And I find that, it's like, and not that I have kids in school anymore either, but even when I was, it was like, you go, okay, June 30th, here we go, we're finished. And then it would be like 2 blinks and you're like, what the heck?
Right.
Why are we back at school again?
I
Yeah.
felt the same way with my kids growing up, but as a child growing up, it seemed like summer was very long.
Yes.
But is it God sped things up? I like that idea.
I think, well, I'm saying, okay, so if you think about it, like 4 years ago, I'm sorry, that does not feel like 4 years ago.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
When
yes.
you go
Yeah.
2020, you go, when you actually have to go, okay, what was I doing in 2020? What was I doing in 21? Oh, it was in 2022 that this and this is what I did.
Mhm.
Because it's like these 4 years, it was like blink and we're like, what?
Yeah.
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 How did we pass through 4 years so quickly? And I think it's just
Right.
recently,
But
like
so many
everything
things, so
always
many
was going.
huge events have happened in that time
Mhm.
that, yeah, it's
But they're blurred, like, because it's like,
mhm,
when we have had major events in our own personal lives, growing,
mhm.
as we're
Yeah.
growing and stuff like that, you go, oh, well, this is the year I got married, or this is the year
Yeah,
that so and so passed. So then those are, monumental moments. But this just flew
right,
by. And I
right.
feel like it's because I do feel like, yes, it had a momentum,
Yeah,
but it was like I would stop and I go, okay, if it was, today's March 1st, I'd go, I'm only in about maybe we'll say October last year.
yeah,
Like that's where I feel like I should be, but
yeah,
how somehow November, December, January, February have all flown by and they were a blink.
yeah. I
So
do feel that way too. I think that, I
yeah.
mean,
And I always felt like, oh, people always say, yeah, time speeds up as you get older. But I would, when, I quizzed my mom in different scenarios, like, okay, do you remember when, this was going on? And she said, no, 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 it wasn't. It is much quicker now. And it's
Yeah.
not like my mom has major, like she's been retired.
right.
It's not like there's been a whole lot of stuff in her life. And she
Oh,
says, no, 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 it's much quicker now than it ever
Yeah.
has been.
I thought you said you were in Pinellas County. You're that close to me? Girl. We gotta
My
get
my husband and I we're coming up on our year anniversary of being in this home, and it's like we've been in here a year. You know, it's
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah.
It's just
And the only reason, the thing is that you've made videos, so that documents it. Okay, yeah, we
yeah,
did a lot of stuff.
yeah. Well, and then I'm like, I feel like I haven't done that much. And it's like we'll watch our videos and it's like my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they're like, remember what this land looked like when you moved out there in 20, 22? And it's like you guys have done so much. And I'm like, I feel like there's so much more to do, but
Right.
and then somebody else was like, well, that's the way it is when you have land, there's always so much more to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
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 That's incredible.
I was just gonna put wild chickens in this economy are a good problem to have, D. That's
Yeah.
for sure. The muck gardener. They said out there, yeah. I've been out there. I had a brain fart. I was thinking when you said 10A, I was thinking, I don't know how you guys are even 10A. You're like barely, it's so crazy. You're barely above me. We're all screwed up down here in Palm Beach County. I think you're probably 10B. I'm probably 11A by now. Maybe I'm even 11B. I don't think they know anymore. Nope.
How could you be?
I'm just what on the ring of like one ring of Hades. I don't know. It just happens.
Oh, the ring of Hades at 10? That's so
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. It's just the outer ring.
What's your growing zone, Maureen?
I'm 9B.
She's got a great growing zone. 9B.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
like.
some things we can't, like, I can leave lemon trees out through the winter, but I'd have to put incandescent lights on them, which, if I get to a place where they're big enough, I'll do that. But
Well, did we
yeah,
drop
we
you?
can
I think
grow
we
through the
did.
winter, fairly easy.
Yeah.
And the summer, the spring and summer are very mild, and we do have a longer growing season. So
Wow.
not super super early, but it's like right now I can start putting out things like the bok choy and whatever right now and have no problem with them if I had the
Mm,
starts, right?
right.
And
Yeah.
my last frost date is April 18th, but you know,
Yeah.
there's tons of
So
stuff.
you're like a month earlier than I am for
Mhm.
frostbite. Yeah.
Yeah. And then November is when I think it's November is something in November is when my last or my first frost date comes up.
Hmm.
But, you know, again, that's, you know, depends and whatever.
Right.
So my lemon trees, my avocado, my cardamom, those all come into my greenhouse studio for the winters.
Hmm.
And to to stay there. I think that's all I have. Well, actually there's a doTERRA in there, but and now my peppers are not all, but a bunch of the peppers that I grew last year, they all came in for the winter. But
Yeah.
hmm yeah, no, I feel pretty blessed because I'm coming in as a complete, you know, I'm a loathing non-grower that became a grower, you know,
Hmm.
3.5, 4 years ago.
Oh,
And
me too. Yeah.
so then I'm grateful that it's like that I have a great growing zone so that I can see, you know,
Hey,
great
bye, Sugar.
success.
What's up? I
So
see your garden in the house. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. I mean,
it is now.
I started growing when the
Oh,
you know what
awesome.
hit the fan, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah. So I never really owned my own property until I married my husband, and so I had a house, but I never had enough time because I was a single mom for years. And
Mm,
so I was so busy taking care of those kids. I didn't have time for gardening. It was
right.
like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, here's my little tulips that and I might have time to weed around them, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah. I
So,
was I was a I was a perennial, like a perennial type shrub or
mhm.
perennial plant type
Yeah,
girl.
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, you're a gardener." It's like, no, no, no. As long as if I don't water it, or if I do water it, if it survives, it's allowed to
hmm
stay. If
yeah,
not,
Yeah.
but I actually hated gardening. I wanted nothing
Thank
to
you,
do
Homestead.
with it,
right.
stuff. So,
It's funny because there was always something in me that wanted a vegetable garden.
mhm.
I was like, I really don't want to grow things that are pretty. I just want to grow things that I can eat. That
Yes,
that has value to me. You know what I mean? And
yes,
so here I
yeah.
am doing that. So,
Yeah, and that's kind of what spurred it on. Well, I wasn't able to work
mhm.
back in 2020, and so you start doing a few little potty things here and whatever,
Right.
and started making more of a garden. And then when you start looking at the climate, you go, okay, so what do I need to teach my adult children on
Mhm.
how to survive if I am not here?
Right.
And so
I
that's
get
what
that.
kind of did
Mhm.
this. So I want self-reliancy, self-sufficiency.
Yeah.
That what is it that we need to grow as a family, or even if they're in their own families. I
Right.
want you to have these skills. You
Right.
know, it was like as a joke. I always said to my kids, like, you need to be able to put on a turkey dinner before you move out of the house. Like this is when they were teenagers, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, or I go, you need to learn how to cut up a chicken, like, when
Right.
that you buy. Well, now I'm at the place where you need to know how to dispatch and how to dress a chicken
Hmm.
correctly, so
Yeah.
that if you are somewhere where you don't have food and you are able to process a wild bird, you
Yeah.
know, those are where you go. Those are the skills. Like I was a homeschooling mom when my kids were younger, and I wanted that. I wanted the idea of a homestead, but it
Right.
was like, yeah, I don't want the dirt and the bugs and all that stuff.
Mm,
No, and so then it's
yeah,
like, yeah,
and this one here has the deer ticks, which that scares me to move
Oh
them.
yeah. Deer ticks are gross.
Yeah. Well, you have what, two types or
Hmm.
more? Yeah,
We have two types. Yeah.
those scare me.
Yeah. Get the
They
little ones, the little deer ticks, and then the bigger fat ones. Yep.
and how do they get on you?
They jump on you.
Okay, so like from trees or just grasses?
They're mostly in the wood, but they can be right out here in my
Yeah.
yard. Yeah.
But are they coming up from the grass usually is
Hmm.
mostly where they're from, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have them, but thankfully I think a lot of our wild birds and things like that. Take care
Mhm.
of them, but they're also more in areas that aren't developed. So I
Right.
think, over the
Yeah,
years,
we're rural. We're so rural. They're everywhere. I mean,
yeah,
you.
Yeah. So what do you
I
do to stop them
exactly.
from jumping on you?
I don't go in the woods in the, in the summer. Yeah. I
I
mean,
remember, Tibor though being like, Laura, stop wearing your flip flops out there. When you
I
first got
know. I
there, he
know.
was so
I,
worried about you.
I get
He's
hot feet
like,
though. I have a hard
yeah,
time.
I
I have
totally
a
get
hard
it.
time. No, yeah, there was one time I went in the woods and we were retrieving, and there was a big, huge tire in the woods. And so we were retrieving that. And as I was hooking up the cable to get the tire with my husband, I must have laid right or stood right in a deer spot or something. And I had them all over me. I couldn't get them fast enough. It was just the most disgusting thing ever.
I did see the idea with the carrying the roller with you,
Hmm.
like those rollers. Have you tried that with the
No,
tick?
no,
I'm wondering if that would actually like help.
that
Like,
probably would.
yeah, I would think so. I thought that was
Because
a pretty clever
it's
idea.
yeah,
I
because
was,
they're just scurrying all over your body until they find a resting spot, and it's usually a nice warm spot.
so yeah, and it's usually like a crevice where you
Hmm.
don't realize that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, hmm,
No thanks. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it can make if it's just you and your husband, you don't have any young children. It can make
You
like a
have those
game,
nice
a party
romantic
game in the
times of
shower.
check me.
Yep, like a party game in the shower, everyone. You
Yeah,
two could play
that's
Mhm.
right.
with your spouse. There you go.
Uh,
Okay,
Or your
bend over.
yeah, or yourself in a mirror.
Yeah,
oh,
Find
found
the tick.
five.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh. See but then when you find them, how do you get like I always saw people use a match and then
yeah.
other
We
people
don't.
try and pull
There's
them.
like little kits you can get on Amazon
Okay.
that pinch
Oh,
them off. Yeah, I had
oh
one on the
thanks,
side
Sierra.
of me, and it was nice and gorged. And I'm in the shower. I'm like, ow! I'm like, I look down. Oh, it's a tick.
Those little
And
nitpick things.
I must have, because I got my nail in there and I did get it out. But oh, yeah,
Oh, yuck. Oh, that's
yeah,
awful. Yeah. I would just be like afraid that I would miss it and suddenly it would be discovered and I've got this big old fat tick on me that I didn't know was biting me and giving me something.
that's the nice thing about having my brain is that I get hyper focused on what I'm doing, and it's like everything else just doesn't, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I can get like that. Both
Mhm.
Theron, that's what's scary. It's both Theron and I can get like that. But with Malachi around, you know how that is. Like I
Yeah,
can't hyper focus on anything but making sure like I'm
right.
always
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
Theron can get hyper focused because he knows I'm always like,
yeah,
put that down. Don't no.
yeah,
So, but yeah, with the ticks, I would, yeah. I'm nervous about that if we move north. It's the ticks,
yeah,
especially for Malachi because they like to go for their little walks and stuff.
yeah.
Yes, they take me off, hence the name. The parachuting ones sound horrible. That's awful. That means
The
you need to
triggers
check
are pretty bad though too. I mean, you know, we don't have a whole lot here, but they definitely are annoying too.
what was
what.
that one, Laura?
Chiggers?
Oh,
Oh,
jiggers.
Hmm.
are they like the no-see-ums? The chiggers? They get
Yeah,
under the skin, right? And they, yeah.
not well, not really. I mean, they
The
just kind of
chiggers
bite.
burrow. Did they bite or did they burrow?
They bite.
Okay. All right.
You
They're like dang ninjas. I like that. Yeah.
know.
Yeah. We have what the season is it's usually when all the babies from all of our uh how do you say jellyfish are
Mm-hmm.
having babies.
Hey,
And
Brittle.
hey, Brittle Bob. Oh, there you go. Yeah, possums like ticks. I've heard
Yep.
that and I've heard that that's like so. I forget what else. Guineas. I think the guinea hens like them, but they're
Yeah,
really loud.
yeah. But your chickens will eat them too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you free range your chickens, which I don't,
Mm.
because of the coyotes. But
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Chiggers are Satan's fleas. There we go.
Yes, he must have some. I think we've had this conversation before. Yes.
Trees and scratch. Oh no, that's horrible, Duncan.
Hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, no fun. Yeah, I didn't even realize that that was part of the what do you call it? Culture of a hunting culture, that the deers have things crawling all over them when you shoot them.
Hmm.
Like, I'm just
Oh.
thinking, oh, the hardest part is, you got to get this meat off of
No,
them.
you got to pull them out of the woods, and
Yeah.
a lot of people like to wear white gloves when they're,
Oh.
skinning them or anything like that,
I'd be
because
wearing white gloves up to here.
Mhm.
White rubber gloves up
you
to
can
here.
see them on your hands better when they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the Gardening Insomniac stream. Yes, you have found your place. If you are an insomniac or a night owl, welcome in. Yes.
I am in the sun. Well, I do have sleep issues, and so that's why you guys see me every once in a while.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, Bob, cut it out. Bob, I told you were welcome up here. I don't know if you heard me when you went off to the missus. You just had to tell me when to drop the link because I have to keep like dropping it and erasing it. Same thing with my usuals that come up on stream. You're welcome.
Mhm.
It's just every time I put it down, I got to take it away because somehow there was somebody in here that was hitting me. And, which is interesting because they had to subscribe, and I didn't see my subscriber count go up. So I've got a little naughty subscriber that might like to, I don't know, do things. Send friends over. I don't know. I don't know how it works out, how they don't make your subscriber count go up and they can still
well, I
do
think
that.
they can. I think you can have something that you can turn off that it doesn't allow the creator to see that you subscribed. If you click the notification bell, then you get that. That'll come as an email saying something. But you can have it where you're incognito basically on YouTube. A type of incognito.
Oh, I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're
All
making
these people that have this time to figure this stuff out.
I know, like really. You got all that time. Get a job and make a lot of money, invest in the stock market. Like use that time wisely. Could be making tons of money.
He says drop the link. Carol.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get it. You got it. I'm just running on a little.
And then it's going away.
That's right. Then it's going away.
Oh, CR says it's because you look 29, Carol.
Oh, bless you. That's what filters are for.
Bat your eyes. Beep, 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 beep.
I know. I got to try those filters.
It's StreamYard. StreamYard just has a little bit of touch up, and that's why I go for a little bit of touch up, especially when I haven't had
I don't know if I've got that feature on the iPad here.
I don't know. Might.
Oh, Duncan's be right back.
Okay.
Brenda said she's going to be right back. She's probably got to go feed
there
something.
Yeah, Brenda's probably got to feed the stove.
She's always feeding something.
GT, you're welcome to use that too. I'm going to take it away in a second if you want.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Okay.
Hello all.
I was never allowed to stay up and watch that. I was too young at 30. Bob.
I wished I never saw that. I was like,
I know.
Yeah, the guy I was dating at the time knew I would end up saying that. He's like, that is not a movie for you. Do not watch that movie. It's like, okay, I won't.
So I had my 2 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yep.
And
yummy.
hugs and kisses. Yeah. They're not a sandwich or a sandwich.
A sandwich?
Sandwich.
Okay. Yeah. Sandwich.
How do you want that? You want a sandwich? You want?
How she says it.
Oh,
cute.
That sexy accent. You want the sandwich?
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. So did she leave you at least something for while she was at work today, or were you on your own with bread and water?
Yeah, on my own.
Microwave hot dogs it is.
No, I was even denied microwave hot dogs. It was bread and water for the old man here,
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Wow.
No lotion
Oh,
or
she-
anything.
Just
She's going to get the lotion in a minute here.
Oh my goodness. What a stream. I was gonna say she basically just toasted it and added cheese for it. So you're not much improved yet, Bob. I don't know what you did.
It's the kisses she blows on the
Oh.
sandwiches. That's what makes it
Aw.
taste so good. Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, sweet.
I love grilled sandwiches or one of
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh yeah. It is simple, but it tastes good.
them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's probably one of the other things I'll have before I go back to, eating no carbs.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good too. I agree. PB&J or PB and banana and grilled.
Mhm. Yeah. You know
PB
what?
and
It's
banana.
funky. You add
With,
some
marshmallows too.
chicken noodle soup, and you dip your PB&J grilled sandwich in your chicken noodle soup.
That ain't right. Are you sure
No.
you weren't pregnant
Yes.
doing that?
No, it is
That's from the devil. Okay.
That's
no, it's not.
not right.
You try it. You try it, and you'll go.
Were you
What?
recovering? Were
Been
you
all my
recovering?
life. It's like the sweet and savory, guys. It's so delicious.
Yep.
It is so delicious.
We're
Yeah.
gonna let you handle that combination for us.
Yeah. Now you're making CR hungry. Look, he's about ready to
CR
pass
is ready to
out.
go
Yeah.
for it. CR, let us know how that combo goes for you.
We have a sandwich here. My wife makes that Filipino pancit, the noodles, chicken and noodles.
Yeah.
It's their dish, and you toast 2 pieces of bread. And I remember she served that to me the first time. I went, "You're kidding me, right?" And then she tasted it, and man, delicious. Yeah.
See?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, it's a peanut butter sandwich with the chicken and
Peanut
noodles?
butter and jelly, grilled,
Grilled. Okay.
grilled.
And then
Dip
with chicken and noodles.
into that savory
Mm.
homemade chicken noodle soup.
Oh man, that
Heaven.
Okay, by chance, were you recovering from a surgery and taking Vicodin at the time?
It wasn't during. No.
No pregnancy, no.
Pregnancy.
No. Okay.
right after
No
my head
opiates
injury.
were involved.
No,
from
no
surgery
big
recovery.
hormonal swings. No. No.
Hey,
I'm
No
checking about
Morris
lashes.
Garden and more.
Mhm.
Talking.
Hey,
Serious
Garden More.
food cravings. I'm craving food too, CR. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
And I still have my, government cheese that's in my fridge that, I've got to get rid of some of that before I go back on my diet. Oh, I used to love those.
But they're super tiny.
Oh, they have mini ones? Oh, they're so cute. I used
They're
to love
super
those.
tiny.
Yeah,
I-
my wife brought me home some Filipino food. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Some Filipino food instead of just grilled cheese with kisses. Bob's moving on up. It does sound a little bit like pregnant cooking. I know, that's why I had to check where we were with where that came from. Because I know, I ate the most cheeseburgers in my life when I was recovering from that sinus surgery on the Vicodin. I was like, I think I'll have another cheeseburger. I'm really craving another cheeseburger.
I don't even know if I ate a cheeseburger.
I know.
should
Did
get
I
another
eat one?
cheeseburger.
I should have one of those.
Maybe I should have one of them, and I think this time I might get bacon on it. Yeah, that is. But when you watch, there's a thing on YouTube that will absolutely get you angry about government cheese, so don't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
made
basically how we
it.
ended up, how they offed it on America because it was going bad in their storehouses.
I made pizza tonight, and then I put white sauce on it.
Yum.
Some cheese, some mozzarella cheese, and then some grilled chicken and some bacon, just a little bit, just pinches of bacon, and then pepperoncinis and just a little bit of Italian sausage.
Oh, that sounds really good.
So good, and some tomatoes.
I love white pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that, Bob?
It's called ampao.
Ampao.
Filipino thing. I said, well, what's in it? She goes, it's like Filipino Rice Krispies.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say it looked like caramel corn or something.
Mhm.
Like that. Yeah.
It's
Like
like a
that.
caramel
Yeah.
corn. Yum.
Mm-hmm.
I love caramel corn. Okay,
But
yeah.
of course, it's rice.
It's
Rice.
Yeah.
rice. Yeah, puff
Mhm.
rice, and it's got
Mhm.
nuts in it.
Yeah. Looks like it's got ground
Nuts and
peanut.
seeds. Yum.
Yummy. Oh, this is
Yum.
nice. She said, whatever you don't want, put it back on the counter. I want it for my lunch tomorrow, so I won't eat
Uh-oh.
it all.
You better not. Yeah.
I'm rating her lunch.
Mm.
Aw.
Well,
I know.
no.
Lord's making us all hungry, except for that one combination. I'm not sure I can go there.
Oh,
But
honey,
I love chicken noodle soup. I just can't imagine the two together. I just
Mm,
Well, okay, what kind of jelly, Laura, is it
mm.
that goes on the sandwich?
I've made it with different kinds of jellies. I had last time I had it was raspberry.
Okay. I like raspberry.
I'm gonna go put this back before I eat it
Homemade
all.
raspberry jelly.
Yeah, I like raspberry jelly. It's one of my favorites. Like the seedless kind, though. I like the freezer jam with the seeds. I can do, but for
I love-
sandwiches,
I love the seeds in there. There's something about it. Something about it.
makes it more fresh, like it's homemade, fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it saves that step.
Yeah, and you gotta have the sourdough when you make
Okay.
gotta have sourdough. Yeah, the homemade sourdough.
I know Bob's making me want a snack. I know he's making me want caramel corn, and I don't keep that in my house.
No.
Yeah.
Sure. The guys are like, you redeemed yourself after that.
Sorry, CR, you're too far away. I put it back because I know if it's left here, I'm going to eat it all.
Mhm.
That's actually for her lunch tomorrow. So
Mm.
Yeah, I would have to put that away too. I would eat all that. That's one
Yeah,
of
me
those
too.
snacks that I could eat all of it.
really tasty. Her friend Ami made it for her. And Ami and my wife grew up together. They known each other, and now they're working for the same company up here in Washington State.
My friend's so cute.
Mhm.
Nice.
So they're working there now. Oh, good.
Mhm.
Like my signal every once in a while is doing some weird stuff.
It's that Filipino mafia in healthcare. Hey,
Yeah.
there's a job over here. Hey, hey,
They're
hey.
such good nurses, though.
They are.
Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
rather have them than a lot of other nurses that are out there.
Very, very intelligent and compassionate people.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt bad because one of them kind of got hooked up. It wasn't a nurse. It was just a woman who probably got a job through the States, and she was a Filipina, but her boss was a total jerk and would like tell her to lie to the customers.
Oh,
Like,
that's
yeah.
It
It was the guy. It was the owner. It was that electrician we dealt with. Because, like, I totally otherwise hit it off with her. But yeah, I think he was like telling her to tell me like that they did the stuff they were supposed to do, which was go file for the permit, go.
Mhm.
I bet she didn't work there for very long. Yeah.
No, she's worked with him for a long time, sadly, because I think she's offshore and it pays American money.
Oh, yeah, gets paid as a
So,
contract.
yeah. So she works for.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where it's sad because it's like, they need money.
Yeah.
I'd rather, I guess if I was in their shoes, I think I'd rather be a little dishonest with customers than have to do sex work.
Yeah,
As-
and I've seen the level of poverty of some people over there, and
Yeah.
they'll never go back to that again. They'll do whatever it takes. Yeah. I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
No way. Okay. I would never think of those altogether. I like blackberry jam though, too. That is so unusual. But I bet that would be good because it's ham. But the feta for real.
See,
I like
it's that savory, sweet.
Yeah. Oh,
I
don't
get it.
Savory sweet combination. The salty, sweet,
She
savory.
doesn't do sweet ham.
I don't
can't.
I don't like sweet ham that much either.
Yeah.
I don't either. Give me
Salty.
just the ham.
sweet.
You know, I don't like it sweet. Mm-mm.
Black Forest ham is pretty good, and that's the smoky one anyway. But it can go a little sweet, and I'm still okay with it.
Yeah.
But you got to give me a good mustard.
Mhm.
Got to give
Mhm.
me a good mustard. But Diva, do you have to go? Because I know you're like sharing food with your sister-in-law. Probably. I'm seeing things handed off. I don't want to disturb
She was
her
well.
sleep.
She was sleeping, and then
Oh,
probably my cough or my sneeze woke her up, and so then she went to the loo. Now she's got her book, and
okay.
we always bring snacks. We have a little tray of all little mini chocolate bars and some nuts,
Oh,
and
Nice.
please. Yeah.
it's like, so we have our own little
Vacation
snack,
food.
our little
Oh,
snack tray.
that's what we're here for when you take those little hour naps in the middle of the night. We
I dozed
are
off,
right
but
here
I'm
for you.
back.
Yeah, we're here. Welcome back. We support. We understand the insomniac struggle.
Where
Yeah.
are you right now, Maureen? Where are you?
I'm in Cabo San Lucas.
Oh, you lucky dog. Get away from the
Right?
winter. Oh man.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's
I-
been lovely. Like, and we've had just great sleeps. We each got a double bed. Like, we've got a room with double beds in it, and
That's
it's
great.
absolutely fabulous, and
Mm.
nice resort, and
Mm.
food was okay. Tonight we ate at a fusion restaurant, and it was braised ribs. But when we got it, we said, "Oh, this is just stew." So we had a
No,
little.
it was like a braised short rib
Mhm.
stew.
Yeah, but it
Mm.
was still, it was very tasty.
Mm.
But it's like,
Sounds
oh,
good.
Snowbirds. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, this is not
Yep.
braised ribs and something fancy and
Yeah.
whatever.
3 Canadians here, right? You know,
Yep.
one in the sky
Yep. She
chat,
gets to
2 on
be
the
a
panel.
snowbird. That's all right. She's got
I'm not Canadian anymore, really.
Yeah.
I'm more American than Canadian.
Oh, I'm not going to take that on. I'm not going to be part of that group.
No, I'm okay with identifying as Canadian, but you know,
She's just been here so long.
I've been
so
here so
long.
long that
That's how my wife is about being Filipino. Says,
mhm.
yeah, born and
Raised
raised there, but
ribs.
I'm an American now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my
Everyone-
gosh, hilarious. Look who's back and with PBJ. I know now I'm
PBJ.
like,
Oh,
that might
okay,
be
so
what I'll be. That might be.
Duncan didn't go and feed something. She went and she's feeding herself.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm.
I know. And CR's saying he's going to maybe do a snack tray thanks to you, Maureen. He's all the little snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am going to probably go on for maybe another, I think it's 11. No. Well, yeah, I'll probably only do about 11 minutes. I was going to do the full 3, but I don't think I can do the full 3 hours tonight.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's what, I know it is my nighttime medicines that keep me up because I haven't taken them yet. And I'm starting to I could go to bed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my
it's-
video just came out on my fairy egg. Do you guys ever hear about fairy eggs?
Yeah, I've heard of
Oh.
them, but it's the first
I
one,
got
right?
one for the first time. Yeah. It's
What is
it's a yolkless egg.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's what they are.
Wow.
They for some reason they don't release their yolk before
Weird.
the egg is formed, and so you end up with this egg with no yolk in it.
Yeah.
But isn't it's smaller too, right? Usually.
It's smaller. It's like a third
Yeah.
of the size or smaller,
Yeah.
and then it still has the white yolk sac in it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
have the yolk.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah,
It makes me
sometimes-
think of is that their idea of a cyst? Like when women get a cyst instead of an egg, we end up with a follicular or whatever. I can't say that word.
I
like a
don't know. I don't think so. It's like humorous on the humor side. It's also called a fart egg.
Oh,
because it is
okay.
so tiny. But I think because it's the yolk that gets released through the ovum, and then it just builds momentum. So it is just where they missed
Yeah.
passing that yolk
Yeah.
I
through.
see.
So
Mhm.
it's still created and goes through that whole their
Mhm.
whole
Wait, did I miss?
reproductive cycle.
Laura, how's the coyote situation around your place now?
I haven't seen any more scat near there. Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
So
Good deal.
the lights are keeping them away, but
Good.
we need to hunt them down. They're just too many around here.
Yeah.
But
We need to get that wild boar too that's running around.
get the wild boar first, because at least you can eat it, right? If it doesn't have the
You can.
Mhm.
musky thing in the meat, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now it's 1 pig. Next year it'll be 14 pigs.
Yes, and they're
Right.
having pigs too, and they don't want it hopping.
Well,
right?
we've seen it running around with a domestic.
Oh,
So somehow a domestic, well, a lot of times the domestic may be wild too, but it looks still domestic.
got it.
So it's like maybe a first generation.
Yeah.
So they breeded a pig somewhere, and
Oh, wow. Yeah, that seems about right. The fae or the fairies are known to be child thieves in folklore, so that's an appropriate term for that type of egg. You got like
Yeah.
thieved out of the yolk, out of the whole egg. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, you've
Oh.
eaten coyote and it's not bad. Of
Wow.
course you would, Brutal Bob. You're the
Yeah, see, you
master
can-
hunter in my group here.
you can see in this picture, I cracked it open and I cooked it.
Wow.
And
Mhm.
so there's even still like the white little thing you go see. It's
All I
taking
can see is
pictures again.
yellow that looks like
That's
oak.
weird.
I can't see it.
There's no white or yellow yolk in there though.
Weird.
It's
I
just
can't
the
see it.
white.
I just see the yellow at the top, and I don't know what that.
Let me
At the
see if I
top
can make
of
it
your
bigger.
So is your phone taking pictures of us?
Yeah,
That was wild.
yeah.
It was doing that to her when AT&T was shut down for 6 hours.
Yeah.
She would hold
That's
up the
scary
phone,
as heck.
still no service, and it
Yeah.
start snapping pictures.
Yeah.
As, you know, mhm.
See that?
Oh, there it goes again. Your phone's still
Yeah.
taking our picture. I don't know what that is, but it's not an egg.
No, that's Jonah. But I was just showing you the picture.
Oh, that it's taking pictures? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still taking pictures. That's awkward.
Um,
Did they
yeah.
say, is there any way to shut that down?
I don't know.
Oh, my.
But, I'm not that tech savvy. So
Yeah.
let me see if I can find that.
Oh,
look at
that's
you.
cute. Cutie
I-
Patoot. Look at
I
you.
hate you,
Oh, it's
Maureen.
gorgeous there.
I hate
Yeah.
you. You're out there on that
So beautiful.
sunshine.
Yeah, yours isn't
I'm
taking
so
any picture.
jealous.
Beautiful
Yeah,
picture. for you.
mine's not taking pictures.
No. Did
Thank
yours
you.
go down during that time, Maureen?
No, nothing
Yeah.
in Canada.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just that was quite
Interesting.
that's one of the reasons why I've been consulting with Barry
Interesting.
about just two-way radios, walkie-talkies, and I ordered 2 of them, and they're going to be here in a couple of
I
days.
did the
And
same.
then
I think that was smart.
the event with the AT&T, okay, I need to get some so that I could still communicate.
No pictures.
Mhm.
That's so weird.
That is weird. Sometimes the iPhones do it too.
This is
Well,
iPhone.
Yeah, sometimes the iPhones will. I don't know if mine will do it.
I thought it did, Carol. I thought I
Yeah,
did see it
they
flash.
do. They take random pictures.
Mhm.
It's for facial recognition.
Really?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Carol said-
So they say. Who
Hmm.
knows? That's why you
Yeah.
cover your phone when you go in the bathroom to take a
so
shower.
Here I am cooking. Oh, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I see 'em. Mhm.
Less developed one up in the corner. You've got
Mhm.
3
I
in
see
there. Okay,
Mhm.
I see it
I see
now.
that.
Nice stove.
Oh, thank you. And
You're
there's the difference in size.
Oh, it's
Oh,
cute.
wow.
And it's so dark brown, right?
Mhm.
Compared to, it's like
Well,
condensed.
I mean, I have darker.
Oh, okay. That's just the layer. Okay. Android for life, baby. GT says.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to probably switch back.
My poor shamed dog.
Oh,
No.
the cone of shame. Not the cone of shame.
He's like not happy with me at all. He's giving me that look like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
Exactly
I
what
didn't
he's
mean to do
think.
it.
He's thinking, what did I
No.
do?
Why am I being punished in this
Yeah.
thing?
From that moment on, from the word vet, he will run and hide for the rest of his life. No.
well, now even I take out the toenail clippers and he used to come to me like, okay, cut my nails. I get a treat, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now he's like, no, I'm not doing any freebies anymore. And he's my smart one.
He's still recovering. You gotta, you just did
Yeah.
snip something off that was
Mhm.
very important to
Mhm.
Yep.
a male. So
Mhm.
got to give him a little time to trust again.
Exactly.
Poor thing. Like, gosh.
Well, and then two of them at once. So I
Yes.
was
Well, they're
seeing-
complaining about it together. Did
yeah,
something happen to you too?
and
Uh-huh.
they like where their cones are tied. They
Yeah.
both like. I have a video in there where Bubba is having Elroy untie his, and they're really smart.
Oh my
Bubba,
goodness.
I have to duct tape Elroy's collar because Bubba will go over and just release it.
Oh my
Brilliant.
Wow.
And he
good.
opens
Brilliant.
doors too, and they're 9 months old. I'm like, oh no, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Real. That
So-
is a really smart dog.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And sometimes labs, you never know what you're going to get because
Right.
sometimes they can be a little kooky.
I mean,
But-
and I think they would be good hunting ones too, because I mean, we were walking down, we always try to go for a walk once a day, and we get down to our end of our driveway, which is a mile, and going towards my brother-in-law's
Yeah.
property, and before we even turned, he put his nose up. And then he beelined it for my brother-in-law. He could smell him and he found him like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, how have our species survived? We are so incapable. I mean,
Right.
really,
I don't.
no claws, no teeth. We can't smell. We can't hear.
Right.
Wait. Well, I cut mine today, but
Mhm.
sometimes we women do have claws.
Yeah. Well, I have claws on this hand, not this hand.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I still want a PB and J now. That's what I was telling the side chat.
Yeah.
All this PB and J talk.
Mhm.
But I don't do well for some reason. On peanut butter always makes me burp. Like I always am like forever tasting peanut butter for the next hour.
Are you
Right.
using like a real peanut butter? Like it's
Yeah.
just peanuts?
Just peanuts. It's
Okay.
just the way it is with peanuts and me. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I think it's to do with the mold levels in the natural mold levels in the peanuts. So some
Oh.
people can digest them and some people can't.
Oh, yeah, thought makes
Yeah.
sense because sometimes that mold can also be toxic that's on the shell, right?
Mhm.
And they have that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, black mold. Black mold is deadly to me.
Yeah.
If there's any in a place, I'm in misery.
Yeah. My son was like that.
Yummy. Peach jelly. That sounds good too, Brittle Bob. I made but I don't have any left. Mango jelly. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, how yummy! Stop it.
Yeah. Sorry.
And my peach tree out there has so many buds on it. I'm like,
Yay!
oh, get the peaches this year.
That'll
Right
be
on.
yeah, it'll be awesome. You're
Yeah.
allergic to penicillin. I'm sorry to hear that, creative redundancy, because it's in so much. I'm allergic to sulfa, and they told me that like if I get burned, that's when it comes into play that they need some of those medications that have
Wow.
sulfa
Yeah.
in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but penicillin.
Okay, well, I'm going to sign off.
Okay, lady.
And so it was great to hang out with you guys.
I'm so glad you could. Thank
Yeah,
you.
All right.
that's sweet.
Yeah,
all the way.
I might do a live tomorrow, but I might just do a pop up somewhere, and maybe
Okay.
while I'm outside, it's just to let everybody kind of look at what's coming. Our good weather is coming. It is coming.
Yep. I know.
Yeah.
I don't
Encourage
like
everybody.
you. I don't like you. You're in the sunshine right now. I don't like you.
I am. And,
Aw. I hope you keep enjoying it. So when are you about to head back? Because you said it's
Monday. I'll be
Okay.
flying out Monday, so I'll be home late Monday night.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right. All right,
All
lady.
right.
Much love.
Good
Continue
night.
to enjoy it. Get
Thank
your
you.
rest.
Yeah. Enjoy
Love
it.
y'all. Bye
I
Thanks,
love
bye.
you
Maureen.
too.
Take care.
Bye, Maureen.
Good night.
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 Yeah, that
Sweet.
I'm now craving. I like seedless raspberry brittle bob, but you know what I like it with? Cream cheese on toast
Oh.
instead
Yeah.
of peanut butter. I like cream cheese and that seedless raspberry together. But I won't do that either right before bed. I did the salmon melts last night, and this morning I just between that and the little bit that I had of the gummy bears that I used to like, this healthier gummy bears, I was so sore this morning. I'm like, no wonder why I always felt like crap. I was eating crap and I was eating late at night,
Yeah.
like just trying to get better.
I'm at the point where if I have anything sugary before bed now, I up all night with the reflux.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. That I got reflux. Right? Yeah. You're right. Also, like with today, with the getting the pizza, I knew better because I'm gluten free pretty much all the time. We got regular, but I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten. They did these little cinnamon knots, of course, covered with cinnamon sugar, fried dough. I'm like eating them in the car, and I'm like, Carol, you shouldn't be doing this. Yes, but they're so delicious.
Yeah, watch that finger food. Watch it.
So I had to take allergy medicine when I got home because of the reflux and because I could feel the inflammation start up right away. And I was like, oh,
Right.
well,
I can't take allergy medicine, so
you can't at all? Any?
I shouldn't.
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it raises your blood pressure.
Yeah. I'm surprised, especially like Benadryl, it can knock people out. That one elevates too.
Yeah.
That's scary. You would never think that.
Yeah.
Wow.
My son, he takes
Yummy.
got severe allergies, seasonal allergies, and
Oh.
took him in, and his blood pressure was up really high, and he was taking Benadryl 3 times a day, and that's when I learned that that's why it does that. Benadryl, Sudafed, all of that stuff.
I know Sudafed for sure because that's like speed. That is like one of the when people were cooking and making drugs was they were getting piles of that Sudafed off. That's why it went back behind the pharmacy counter.
That allergies is why I bought that. It's
Pretty
not
much.
an air purifier. It's one of those ozone generators. That's why I bought it. Is because the pollen that comes into our bedroom kills my wife at nighttime when she sleeps.
Yeah.
So almost every day I'll go turn that thing on in our bedroom for a few minutes just to kill the pollen in the air. And then it helped her out a lot last year. A great deal.
We should get something like that because my husband and I both have allergies, and it seems to at nighttime you wake up with
Oh yeah. I used to get it. Yeah. Brutal Bob, we used to get the sandwich when I would go down to Miami. They have medianoche, which is the Cuban sandwiches that you hear about that are in the panini press. And then this was like the daytime version, and they would put it on a croissant, and it was the pork, the ham, I think it was Munster cheese, and then the pickle with a really good mustard, and it was so good. Oh,
yeah.
So tasty. So yummy.
So,
but I know. This is so bad. I'm going to want to eat.
I'm just hypersensitive to, it's like because you get to the point where you can't eat things, and
that would just totally rock your salt world, Laura. No, I don't recommend it for my friend. It was like I think the sweet pickle though, it wasn't the dill. I haven't had one in so long, but they were fantastic. Oh my gosh, came from a bakery, and they were so good. Yeah, I can't eat any of that really now. Oh, do you, Duncan? Yeah. I haven't had that in so long. I don't know. I don't remember if my mom would grill it. She would make really good bologna sandwiches when we would travel. And it was bologna with she loved white American cheese. So we would have the white American cheese with a good mustard. Probably it was Grey Poupon Dijon because that was the thing back then. And then just regular iceberg lettuce. And she would wrap. Mom was great at like origami wrapping sandwiches in wax paper. And you travel a little while. By the time it's lunchtime, everything kind of just melded together for like that perfect bite. Like it,
Oh,
yeah, it was just such good like sandwiches. Because you know that's how you save money if you were going to travel as a family was you brought
hmm
your food,
Yeah.
you packed, you
Yeah.
know,
That's
the
what we
cooler.
did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I just remember the cheese being like kind of melty in there, and you
Mhm.
know, soft bread. And, yeah, so good. And those were the days before everything was in plastic bags. Mom was like a
Yeah.
queen of like I don't know how she did it, but she would
Mhm.
like use wax paper and like make it airtight.
Yeah.
Like, dang, mom, you should have been.
Lots of folds. Yeah.
Yeah, should have been an artist. She also used to do that with pancakes in the freezer. She would use that wax paper, and somehow that was where we got like our freezer breakfast pancakes. Was she would make them
My mom would
and
take
store 'em.
a whole loaf of bread
Mhm.
and then fill it with, and then take that bag from that loaf of bread and then just make a bunch of sandwiches and stick it back in the bag
Oh
with,
yeah,
yeah,
that's a great way too. When you have a big family, that's a
yeah.
great way to do it.
hmm
Yeah, picnic on the side of the road. Those were the days, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
And there
Yep.
was no shame in it back then, you know. Now
No,
it's not that anybody should be shameful about eating their own food.
I yeah, I think it's just because we became such a fast food nation that it got
Yeah,
put out of your mind. Like it just got pushed to the back, and you didn't
the
think to
fast
do
food
it. You just were
nation.
like, "Oh, I'll grab something at McDonald's. It's only 99 cents." Well, that was when it was.
Yeah,
Now it's not.
no,
I
Same
were
prices.
where and when I grew up, I'm older than you guys. There were no drive-throughs. It
right.
wasn't here. The Northwest was a backwater way back in the 60s and 70s. There was
Mhm.
nothing here like that. So a
Yeah.
drive-through, what the heck is a drive-through? Man,
Right.
you go into a restaurant, which is a rare treat. You go into it
Mhm.
and eat.
True.
Yeah, you go in, sit down, and order from the menu.
True.
That was very rare for us growing up. Most of the time, like
Yeah.
when we go to a drive-in movie, we'd bring our own popcorn and Kool-Aid, and we might get a candy bar, maybe, because it's a
Yeah.
family night out.
Mhm.
Wow, a candy bar! Holy cow! Now,
Yeah, the candy bars that were this long. Now they're
Yeah,
yeah,
they
becoming
were
that
this
long
big.
again.
That's
Have you
right.
noticed?
yeah,
Now they're
mhm,
like this. Yep.
I
You're
know, but
right.
mhm,
the candy bar, I noticed
Oh,
lately, the Snickers bar is actually shrinking again.
oh, is
yeah,
it?
mhm,
Mm.
yeah,
Yep. Wow. Yeah, no, we didn't get we if we got to the movies, that was the treat. That's it. You know,
Mhm.
yeah. I
if we I think maybe they snuck things in, but we didn't get like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we
We
didn't
used to
buy the
sneak
stuff
things
there.
in. You run to the dollar store and mom's got a big purse, you know.
Mhm. Yep. The corner store that always had the good like
Yeah.
candy aisle. You get the candy there first. Yep.
You buy the movie tickets from school and
Oh wow.
you go to the dollar movie. Yep.
I want to know, like, I don't know, did they have like a deal with the dentist with some of the candies though that we got when we were kids, like the now and laters that like and the
Mhm.
jujubes that were the mini ones? They could
Yeah.
yank a molar out. Some of those, like you
Yeah.
chew down,
Yeah.
even it's like I remember getting stuck like with
Yeah.
those sometimes. Both those candies, like I can't. And then we finally, they were delicious, but
They were. They were.
yeah, I
I
miss those.
recall growing up, the only time we got a pop, soda pop, was
Yeah,
we took an annual
me too.
trip back up to the mountains where I was born and visited a family that still lived up there, an older couple. And
Mhm.
on the drive from down here by Puget Sound up into the Cascades, we got
Mm.
Craigmont cola and orange soda.
Mhm.
Craigmont was the lower end in Safeway. That was like
Oh, okay.
there, yeah, and we could get orange soda and cola and root beer.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only
I
that's the
know.
only that was the
Yeah.
only time we got sodas. That was it.
We never got
Once a year.
sodas growing up. Yeah. I can
Mhm.
remember one time we took
Once
a
a
trip
year.
Yeah.
and we went canoeing and my mom made sandwiches and she bought those little Cokes, those little
Oh,
Mhm.
small size, now you
Mhm.
can get them again, but back then, I mean, they were gone for a long time, but, you know, and I can remember I always had trouble with drinking sodas when I was a kid that I get so burpy and I couldn't breathe. Like I get,
Yeah, I couldn't burp when I was little. Did you
yeah,
have that problem? I
I
couldn't
did
burp
too.
when I was
Yeah.
little. Yep. That
I
was an
think it was
awful
from being
feeling.
preemie. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I was a preemie, but I couldn't burp. I couldn't burp till I was much older. And finally I burped and I was like, oh, that's so much better. Yeah, GT, I remember going with my mom, first time Burger King, because they had the Burger King chicken sandwich. And it was probably when it was still like actually chicken. And it was the long
Yeah.
sandwich
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the fried patty that was oblong
Yeah.
too. And then, you got the shredded lettuce
I've
and
noticed though,
mayo.
it seems like the price has gone up on all the fast food, really, but but the taste is going down. And I don't know if it's just because
It's just all the additives. It's all chemicals.
we cook so much better now that,
Yeah, it's also because it's not real food anymore. It's like
Right.
it was real food when we were younger with some
Yeah.
additives. Now it's mostly all additives and
Yeah.
byproducts and stuff that are in that food. Yeah, I couldn't. No,
I can't wait to be the
I
first
couldn't
guy
burp.
on
I
my
mean,
block
yeah, couldn't burp.
to have a 3D insect food producing
No way.
3D printer bug. I don't know how to put it. I want to be the
Yeah.
first guy on my block to make hamburger patties for my 3D printer. Out of freaking crick.
How disgusting. Yeah.
Oh, hooray! We get to eat bugs and be happy.
Yay. Oh,
Yay!
that'll be easier to feed the printers with because they're just so small. You just shove them right in those printers
Grind it
that look,
in.
grind them right
I'm
in.
wondering how our season is going to be this year for growing because the locust is
Too funny,
going to
GT.
come out.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope they avoid your place.
Yeah, me too. That's terrible. Yeah, GT and I have these weird similarities. Like now he's like, yeah, that's what I had the first time too, the chicken sandwich. We catch each other on things like that where it's like, no way. God just meant us to be friends, GT.
I was we were McDonald's and grew up on McDonald's. That was our outing food, And then when we traveled, I remember Denny's was the thing that, when you're going up and down the freeway. We drove a lot from Oregon to California because we had relatives in California. And so, and did Disneyland quite a bit, And so we'd go up and down that I-5 corridor and hit McDonald's. But at dinner time, it was Denny's. That was the going out.
Oh,
yeah.
You guys have the cicadas. I'm seeing. I can't find what kind of locusts you have. I'm trying to look at
cicadas. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. It's
so yeah. The videos are going to be hard to shoot with all those cicadas out.
Oh yeah, they are. They're really loud. That's what they had, I think, create special noise canceling stuff for down here because we would get them really bad too, and they would do a lot of filming in Miami, and they listed that as one of the problems.
Yeah,
of just like filming in the South is the cicadas.
Yeah,
it is. We've been going 3 hours, and I'm going to call it, guys, because I need to eat. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. I need to go and take my medicine and get to bed. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you for my panel guests, for Miss Maureen Washington, who had to go early, for my friend Laura Hedgehog's Homestead, and of course Bob from Bob942. Please check out their videos and come back and visit us sometime. And oh wait, we got one more place. 2-piece of walleye dinner and a bacon. Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's actually not such a bad price. Or is that one dinner? That was for one dinner? Or 2 dinners? 2 people to eat. Okay, I see it. Sorry. See, I am tired and probably need to take my meds.
Yeah.
But that's actually the going rate, yeah. Unfortunately. And it's a little more here.
Yeah, it is a little more here too.
It's crazy. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you.
Right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh, she kicked herself out.
I gotta go too, Bob.
All right. Good night, Laura.